Um. So let's put this over here. I believe we last left off. Everybody was in the village that you saved um, from the crystal, the glowing crystal that made them uh, believe that everyone who came through was a prophesized hero. Um, so y'all last left off in the town square for that. It's a pretty small town. If I can go through the little description again, so it does have some shops and it does have like inns and taverns and stuff like that. But it's not a massive city. It's not a massive town. Probably got a couple hundred people here. So it's got some stuff if you need to do stuff before you start traveling. So we'll go ahead and pick off from there where we left off. Oh, and you have a traveling bard who is uh, traveling with you to recount your tales of valor and glory. How you slayed the giant water dragon underneath the church.
Can we just please go? I don't
What?
want to deal with. Can we just please leave? Like, leave him.
He's precious. I like him.
Yeah.
You don't want him to stay? Don't be mean.
How do you spell his name again? I'm sorry.
Uh, Kassius.
Okay, I kind of figured it was something like that. I just didn't know.
He's a bird person.
Orb.
He's my new friend.
He's everyone's friend.
No.
Caleb, you mentioned the lottery
I did mention
is
that
like a
there's
chain, right?
It is. The Lucky Cabbage Lotto is a chain.
Okay.
Lousy Rich has a lot of sons
Yeah. Gurkle wants to try his luck
and
again.
3 daughters, but the daughters don't run those businesses. They run another business.
Do you have their names?
You wouldn't know them without finding someone and asking them about it.
Okay. I was just wondering if you like have names for all of them.
All the sons, yeah, because all the sons' names are Lousy Rich.
Nice.
Oh my
It's a
gosh.
family name.
Nice.
Gurkle's going to gamble.
Yep.
I'm in for
From
gambling.
Okay, so you're gonna head over to like where the little town center is, where you've got a small but still bustling group of taverns and inns and a general store, a blacksmith, and there's a little um cart, off in the center where there's a singular man who's standing there behind it, um, who is beckoning people forward, going, "Come on, come all, come grab your ticket to the Lucky Cabbages Lottery. You can get one per day, and you too can become lousy rich."
Do I get the name if I win?
Do you get the name if you? Oh, you get the name Lousy Rich.
Yeah.
I think you have to marry into the family. I think it's a family name.
All right. He said
If
I
you
could
can,
be lousy rich, so.
I mean, you can be.
So Nick, you said that,
Yeah.
or I should say, Gurgle says they
Yeah.
want to.
Gurkle's just gonna walk up and slam how many pieces of
We're gonna
gold on this
pretend.
table?
We'll pretend that this is the market. Just zoom in really close because I don't have a market for this town. How much is it? It's 1 gold per ticket.
It's 1 gold. Okay.
I can only go under 250%, unfortunately.
Okay.
All right,
And
so
forgot. Is it a D100? Right?
yeah, roll 3 D100s. Yeah.
Okay.
You just got my arm wet.
3.
All right, roll another D100. Congratulations, you get 5 gold pieces. And he hands you back the your winnings and slaps you on the shoulder and says, "Come back again."
And I
Nice.
would like to play.
Sure. It's 1 gold piece, and you can do the same. Roll a 3.
Okay.
3D100s. Gambling is fun. Can we show this on Twitch?
I think it's fine.
We're adults.
No, I know I'm playing.
Are we all legally adults?
I think so.
Legally, yeah.
Non-legally, no.
Emotionally,
Well, I'm the 12-year-old of the group,
There's
so
a lot of rolls happening. Why is it? There's like 5 rolls.
Whoa, what?
I'm showing like 5 D100s.
I swear I only did it 3 times. Just do the top 3. I don't-
He goes, "Ah, better luck next time. Tomorrow you can get another one, and maybe I'll give you one of the special deals tomorrow." And he points at it's the same roll of tickets, but it has a little gold star on it to make you feel better.
Okay. That would make me feel better.
I approach playing with the coin in my finger, and then flick it on the counter, through the air.
Ah, man of chance, I see.
Let's do this. I just roll.
Scratch off.
I just
you
roll
just
3D 100.
You're scratching off.
49, 73, 49.
He looks at you and goes, "Oh, so close! You almost hit the jackpot." He's like, "Well, maybe better luck next time, sir."
Ah,
Azrael, are you going to play? What if I give you a gold? Fine.
All right. Does anybody want to do something?
we took a long rest, didn't we already?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went to sleep for the night. Remember, y'all have to decide what y'all want to do as far as like moving forward and stuff like that.
I would like to sell 2 scimitar.
Okay, so you're trying to find a place in town where you can sell them?
Yes. Also, quick question. Can I wield a maul?
A mall? Hmm.
Darth Maul.
What's your proficiency? What's your weapon proficiencies? Because your character sheet's not on D&D Beyond. Like,
Simple weapons?
it's just simple. You don't have martial weapons.
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, you can't wield a maul. You can wield a mace.
What about
I
this?
don't like maul, but like a what? A scimitar? That is also a martial weapon.
Wow. Okay. Then I would like to sell all 3 of them.
Okay. So you find a blacksmith in town. That he might be willing to buy some. He's just as you walk up to the blacksmith, he's just sitting there repairing a breastplate. He's just sitting there on his anvil with a hammer, just banging out a dent. What looks like it was probably caused by a sling or an arrow.
Excuse me.
Yeah, how may I help you?
I have some weapons I was looking to sell. Do you purchase them?
I could purchase them. Well, what you got? It depends on the quality and depends on how good they look.
Well, I have 2 scimitar, but I think one of them is kind of ugly. And then 1 maul.
Yeah, for the mall, I'll give you 5 gold pieces. For the 2 scimitars, one's covered in rust. I'd have to completely replace that. Better for melting down. Probably use that for creating something else. For that one, I'll give you 10 gold pieces, and for the other one, I'll give you 17.
All right, thank you.
Glad you're doing business.
Woo, good. Did you guys want to do anything, or did we want to move on?
I don't think it's time to move on.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
He didn't. He didn't ask me out.
Wait, what? Wait, what happened?
What?
I'm sorry.
she
What?
she asked me if I went on my date with Boots.
Oh,
You guys were supposed to get food. We were supposed to get food. That's okay. He doesn't like me like that. Boots, you can't lead people on like that.
Boots is a player.
Stupid, sexy turtle.
Boots just keeps his head close inside of his shell.
stupid, sexy turtle. Is that what you said, Trey?
Let's start about.
That's a good one, Trey. That was a good one.
What I heard.
That's funny.
We have a cultist leader to go hunt down, I assume.
Yes.
Yep.
And we've taken a long rest, so he's bound to have gained some ground between he and us. So
Yeah, let's start
We-
walking.
we best hit the old dusty trail.
The old dust, Trey.
Some weird speak for a robot man. I agree.
If someone did date Boots, I bet it would be a shell of a good time.
Oh,
Ah.
Turtle doves in love. Go lay down. No, I don't want to.
All right. So everybody's good. Everybody's decided to
Yep.
move on, and y'all going on the road. All right, cool. So we'll go ahead and I'll pop up the map to remind everybody where you're at. So as a reminder, where you're on the map where it says long road between Amphail and Tribor. You're about there. So you're about we'll say a third to a half of the way to Tribor. And you are traveling on foot. So that probably will take a decent amount of time, because it is pretty far. And I closed my window. Of course I did. That's weird. My D&D folder was in a different place. Must have moved it. All right, so y'all are probably about. Use this failed 3D print to measure it on the map. Yeah, actually, y'all are probably about 150, 140 miles away. So this is probably going to take you around the same amount, a little bit longer than the amount of time it took you to get to Amphail. So this will probably take you a week's travel to get to Triborn. And as you travel up the long road, and you get nearer to the other side of the Sword Mountains that encroach upon a forest that meets the edge of the road that you're traveling. Those Sword Mountains on the other side breaks off into the massive Neverwinter wood. And to your east, you have plains and plains, broken apart in rivers that eventually lead into the Evermoors. And for the most part, it's pretty much open plains and all the way until Tribor. Um, the journey itself is actually um, is actually pretty easy. You don't actually see much. Um, I'd say about you go about 3 days before you see anything. Is there anything that people would like to do during those 3 days time?
Oh man.
because you do get to decide on your actions during that time period, like what you're doing. You know, if you're working on something, or you're trying to create something, or something along those lines. Those 3 days are your days.
Um,
Oh, are we spending the whole time bonding like we were at that campfire?
Yeah, you're more than welcome to do that.
yeah, I think Gurkle
Or
is
is it just like dead silent? Like
no.
I
I
mean,
think
For 3 days.
is just walking, taking in the scenery.
he's
You
on
know,
a
just hanging
nature
out with
hike. All right,
friends. You know,
all right.
with his fellow guild members.
Gorko learning to admire the beauty and destruction of nature.
Gurkle is trying to become one with nature.
All right.
Since,
So
since I
nobody's
don't
trying to.
install Windows updates.
Wait, what's up?
Wait, what?
Since I'm a Warforged, I'm just gonna spend 2 days installing Windows updates.
Yeah, you really want to make sure you get rid of that printer spooler.
You need Windows? I have Windows.
Sudo apt-get update.
Windows 10.
No, I only have
got
Windows
Windows.
3.
Aw.
Is it because you're slow?
No, it's because I only rolled 3 Windows.
Get it?
Uh, uh,
They don't know about that, Cameron.
I know.
Can I
This-
roll
this is
something to try to
outside of-
install Windows 11 into Kane?
I
Do
don't
you
think
know
it
he
works that
runs
way.
on Vista.
Aw.
Ugh.
No, but he upgraded to Windows 8 mobile version
Uh,
a few months ago.
Windows Azure.
All right, so if nobody's going to be making anything or trying to attempt anything over those 3 days, then yeah, you really just had a nice little country hike. You're hiking through the hills and across plains, and just enjoying the company and the journey along the way, the friends that you made along the way. Um,
True journey.
the entire time Cassius is standing behind, um, singing and creating songs about the bravers traveling through the countryside, slaying monsters and saving townsfolk. Um, basically, he's creating an epic tale um, that sounds pretty cool. You don't know where he's getting these details from, but it sounds pretty cool. But
Excellent.
after about 3.5 days of travel,
On one of the
You-
days, you know what? On one of the days, I cast my Find Familiar again. So then I can switch
Okay.
up the spell later on. Okay.
well, what's your familiar this time? Still the
Uh,
Raven.
yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay.
I can change it at will. So
All right. So about 3.5 days of traveling. So you're about halfway to Tribor from the town that you were at. You come across a small glowing chest on the side of the road, being held by a woman. She's just silent as you get near, and she's just laying on the side of the chest, or on the side of the road, holding the chest. Um, just quietly. That's all you can tell from where you're at. You're about probably 200 feet away.
It's too far away to determine anything about it. We'd have to get close to figure out.
No, 200 feet's pretty close. I mean, you could probably see certain things.
Is there any way I could make an Arcana check, maybe on the chest,
Sure.
or would I
yeah.
have to make 2 separate checks, one for the chest?
I would say
one for
for an Arcana check, you would probably have to get closer.
Okay, that's what I would have thought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one. Yeah, so visual
Maybe
thing might be a little different, but
Insight
Arcana.
check into whether she's hostile or could possibly be hostile. I don't know. We've had some engagements recently where things weren't as they seemed.
You don't even need to do that. She does not look conscious.
Oh,
She is just holding the chest. She's not conscious.
well, I need to help someone because she's unconscious and she looks like in trouble. Then
Okay, so what are y'all gonna do?
I'm gonna approach.
Gurkle's gonna
Check on
approach as
her.
well.
Okay. As you get closer, you see a little hum of energy and a small glowing light coming out of the chest. It's not open, but you can kind of see it like actually the chest itself is physically kind of like glowing and pulsing. So how close are you gonna get, or where are y'all stopping? What's your game plan for this?
Am I close enough now to make an Arcana check?
Yeah. If you get within 50 feet, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get within 50 feet and I'll make an Arcana check on it.
Okay.
Right, 19.
So there is a definite magical energy pulsing out of that chest. Um, you can feel that there is a decently strong presence, not one that you felt before, and it's not something that you've heard of either. Um, as you kind of think about what you're trying and remembering where you could have heard of this energy before, because you've never heard of something like this. You hear the woman's voice call out, "Is anyone there? I heard something. Is someone there?"
Lips
Is she
moving.
inside the chest?
Lips are not moving.
Did the chest just talk to us?
You heard the voice.
Can we
You're not sure
open it
from where.
without touching the chest?
Y'all are 50 feet away from the. Are
Caleb,
y'all
I'm gonna
getting
use
closer?
divine sense.
Botticelli, what do you think?
Let's
I'm
get
not moving.
closer.
I'm not moving any closer.
I'll move closer. I need to help. So this woman's unconscious, so I gotta figure out why the chest is talking. So
Caleb, can I use divine sense, please?
I'm not gonna touch the chest, but I am gonna
Sure.
approach and see if
You
the
can certainly use divine sense. You don't sense anything from the chest. It doesn't seem to be like any type of good or evil coming from the chest itself. It seems the chest itself just exists, and uh, you can't really ascertain too much about it just from using that.
Okay.
You said you're getting closer to the chest, Cameron?
yeah.
I'm
I'm
getting
approaching.
closer too.
Okay. As she sees you approaching, you hear the voice again calling out, "Wait, don't come any closer. Stop."
I stop.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you
Stop.
are you in any trouble?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure where I am. I found this chest on the side of the road, and when I tried to open it, I'm not sure where I am.
Hmm.
I'm getting
Do
vibes
you
off
see
this that
anything?
are making me very uncomfortable.
You see a woman holding a chest, glowing.
No, I'm asking her.
I see you. Yes.
Hmm.
It does not seem the words do not seem to be coming from her body, as you can tell as you've gotten closer.
At this
Would
point, how close were
Going
we
somewhere
to
else?
the chest?
That's up to y'all. How close did you get?
I mean, we stopped whenever
did-
she said, "Don't come any closer." Were we?
Okay.
Well, you guys were
Everybody
at
but
like
Cameron-
50 feet.
Everybody
Yeah.
but Cameron's at 50 feet away.
What'd you
Except
say,
for
Trey?
Bo, might be further back.
I think you're about what, Cameron? How close are you?
About I'm wherever she said stop, so I would think probably about
Right.
halfway the distance between where we are right now. So maybe 25 feet.
Okay.
Um Are you I mean, are you in any pain of any kind?
I'm not sure I have that kind of feeling.
I think her soul might be in the box.
She could
I
see.
say in character.
Hmm.
So what do y'all plan on doing?
Around her. Keep
Oh,
on
what was that
getting-
about? You cut out for-
go around her and keep on going up the road. Not my problem.
Well, I mean,
I can't not I gotta make sure she's okay. Unfortunately, I can't leave her here.
okay. Can we ask her what the last thing she remembered? Like, what's the last thing you remember before this?
Like I said, I just saw this chest on the side of the road and I opened it, and that's all I remember. I don't know how long I've been here, but I don't feel like it could be that long.
So that means she opened it and either saw something inside that did this to her, or she touched it and then something happened.
You should just go.
So,
Leave me. I'll be fine. You just go.
you're not the boss of me.
Well, I don't want to do that.
We have to get her to stop touching the box. I think if we possibly make it so that she's no longer in physical contact, if this is a spell or a curse of some kind, it might be broken.
That's not a bad idea.
What if we shoot something at the box?
I have no charisma, but I can clearly tell that Trey came up with a very clear, good idea, and he talks very concisely for a machine.
Low intelligence robot.
Hmm.
Do you prefer the term robot?
Oh my god.
Hey, that's our word.
Jeez. So I get on one side of the lady. I'm gonna approach. I'm gonna approach and say, we're gonna try and remove you from your body from touching the chest.
I don't think that'll do anything. You should just go before something happens to you.
Don't worry, he's not afraid.
Not really.
I'm gonna turn and say something to Gurkle and be like, if this whole thing ends up being a trap, woman box and all, we need to be ready in case something happens. So everybody should probably ready their weapons just in case something untoward is happening.
I agree. Now grab my my great sword.
I'm gonna approach the lady and I'm going to do this.
Can you knock it off with your stick?
I'm worried if it breaks the box. Like that's my other concern. Like I want to do this, but the box breaking could, I don't know.
You could try prying her hands slowly off of it without trying to touch the box at all with your physical form.
Wait, I'm sorry. What?
You could try prying her hands off the box with your staff, like very slowly. So it's not like you're swinging or anything. You're just kind of like poking very slowly, trying to get her hands off.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that. I'll like hold one of her arms. I'll hold one of her arms and try and pry the box off of her right hand with my staff without touching the box.
As you prod her hand doesn't seem to be moving on the box. It seems to like have made where it made contact with the box. It maintains some type of bondage, like bond with the box. You know, like it's fused to the box, the chest where where the hand is touching. It won't do anything. You should just go. Just let me rest. I feel so tired.
Something doesn't seem right.
Cassius in the background is like,
Why, you
guys,
think?
I like tales, but I'm not a big fan of the horror genre.
I don't know what else to do, so I'm gonna step away.
Linus, do you have anything that dispels magic at all?
Nope.
Does anybody have anything that dispels magic?
Oh, I might.
Well,
No,
do the thing.
I don't have it.
We're waiting.
I have prestidigitation.
I don't think prestidigitation is gonna help. I've
I
cleaned
could
the box.
clean her from a distance.
Let's see.
A for effort, Shekel. Really.
Gosh,
But I
man.
had to look in my head for that.
Yeah.
If we're gonna help this lady, someone's gonna have to bite the big one and touch the box.
I can
This
touch
is-
the box.
I volunteer, I
I
guess.
don't think it's a
Oh.
good idea
Mm.
to touch the box.
Do you have a soul? If her soul
That's
sucks,
what I was thinking. I'm technically not alive the same way everybody else is, so
That
the
you
box
know of?
will be differently.
maybe you're a possessed robot.
The world may never know. Caleb, I'm gonna try to open the box, but like open and pull on it at the same time.
Okay. It seems like a locked box. You can pick it up, and you're dragging her with you. She seems to be a part of the box. She's fused to it, and there does not seem to be a way to open the box.
So the box is shut, but it doesn't have a lock, and it doesn't want to open at all.
Correct.
She's got both
should
hands
just-
on the box.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna put both of her arms like around my neck. I'm gonna wear like a cape, and we're just gonna have to keep walking, I suppose,
Oh, okay.
until we can find someone that can help her. Someone's got to carry her.
Please, just leave me. Let me have my rest.
Why
I
are
feel
you
so
tired
tired.
and laying there?
Probably dehydrated.
Should we dump water on her face?
Wait, does anybody have like provisions or food in their inventory?
Yeah.
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 I mean, well, maybe like water could help. Well, Caleb, is she breathing at all?
Nope.
She's not breathing.
Whoa.
The body does not seem to be moving. It does not seem to be alive.
So biological functions have ceased, is what you're trying to tell me.
That is what you see. Yeah.
Is she dead? Is the body dead?
It seems fairly recently, but all indications from your untrained 8 intelligence eyes, yeah.
Yeah,
But
I will.
I would say, yeah, Bo, if you looked at her, she's dead.
Okay, yeah. She has gone to the choir invisible.
So what you're saying is I'm wearing a corpse around my neck, because that's what
Yes.
you're saying right now.
Definitely.
right. Just gonna take this body off me. Anybody have anything sharp?
I have
have
my
the knife.
sword.
Uh,
Sorry, go.
we could
Oh.
probably cut the hands at the wrists and take the box with us.
Mm,
I
body-
am so against defiling a corpse like that.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, a lawful good paladin.
No, hear me out on this one. Hear me out.
Lawful
Hear me
neutral.
out on this one, though. The fact of it is that this is a cursed, trapped box. That
We wouldn't know that.
it's kind of getting obvious at this point.
I mean, it's a trap box, but maybe it's not our trap. Maybe it was a trap for the. Like, I'm IRL right now. I'm not like Boots.
Well,
Boots doesn't.
it
Boots is
really-
smart, but he's not that smart to figure that out. Like,
well, it wouldn't be lawful to leave just a cursed item on the road for somebody else to get involved with.
no, it also wouldn't be lawful good to cut off a corpse's hands and
I'm
defile
not
it.
lawful good. I'm lawful neutral.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean,
Yeah,
if
do I
it's
have a
actually
say in
hurting
this?
anybody.
Please.
Yes.
She's dead.
You hear her voice. You hear her voice just like fading, getting quieter.
What was your name, by the way?
Seems so long ago.
Do you remember it?
I don't remember. It's like a dream.
Are you okay with your hands getting cut off?
Do I have hands?
I don't know.
My name. Nia. Nia was my name.
Nia, I've got bad news. You're
Hmm.
dead.
Wow.
You have ceased to be.
Straight and to the point.
You're a late person.
I feel so tired.
I pray for your soul as it passes into the dead world.
Am I home?
Where's home?
What if we try and pry her hands off with a dagger? I mean, that's not at the wrist, right?
I think we need
Isn't-
to stop
I thought
stuff
the hands were
places.
fused to the box.
I missed that.
What's the status of her hands, Caleb?
They're stuck to the chest.
Stuck to the chest.
And do you feel temperature as a robot? I assumed you didn't, but you might feel temperature. Do you?
No, I am impervious to extreme temperatures, but I can.
Yeah, but
When-
do you
when
feel
I held her, when
Okay,
I
if
held
you
her
held
arm, would I
Yeah.
have felt anything?
Yeah, she cold.
Oh,
Yeah. So if she's
Oh.
gone, we need to turn this box over to some place that'll keep
Probably
it from
just-
holding more people.
Or you maybe turn undead, a cleric, maybe
No.
or consecrate, or do something that's or something that goes against undead. So that maybe she's undead now, or she's dead and something's talking to us.
Bring her back to life.
that's not a. It's not a good idea.
Not around me, it's not.
Well, then he can kill it.
It's
Right.
No
Uh,
problem.
Well,
all,
I mean,
no.
her soul is
No.
obviously
Oh my
in this
God.
box and not in her body anymore. You know?
Please, just let me rest.
Yeah, let
Maybe-
her rest. Just move on. Throw her on the side of the road. No one gives a shit. Let's move.
Oh my
It's not
God.
very plus ultra of you, Linus.
What?
That's not very very good of you. That's not even neutral of you.
How's that not neutral of me?
You're just letting
What is the definition of neutral?
you can't allow something possibly evil to hurt more people.
Why not? Maybe they're hurting other evil.
But it still feels wrong.
I mean, if you had a lawful evil guy, he would follow the rules, and he was killing off all the chaotic evil that was ruining his power base. Then that could help the good people as well. So how is that bad?
She's asking us to leave her. I can't just leave the corpse.
I mean, you guys can bury her if you want.
Without hands.
I still say we cut the hands, bring the box with us, and bury her respectfully, and then give the box to
Has
somebody.
anybody tried to open the box?
It doesn't open. We tried that.
People have.
What is
That's
the
we-
box? What does the box look like? What is there any like inscription on the boxes or anything like that?
The box itself is just a plain wooden box with a bronze-ish colored trim around like the edges and the corners and stuff like that. There doesn't seem to be any writing on it.
And
There
there's-
is a very clear magical pulse coming from it. So it is safe to assume there's probably some magical stuff written on the inside.
Okay. Is there so like it's we see like the light like leaking out of cracks through the like the lid of the box, or
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like everywhere there's a
and they
crack leading to the inside of the box.
and you said we heard a hum. Is it like hum like a music, or is it hum like hum, or is it
Yeah,
what?
it's more like a mm,
Okay.
like a pulsating hum.
Okay.
But you said that the magic is neither good nor evil.
Just that you can't detect whether or not it's good or evil. The magic itself doesn't have an inherent good or evilness to it. is just following its purpose. It's not using dark magic to necessarily do what it's doing, but it is some type of it is arcane magic, but it's not like a necessarily dark or light.
Hmm.
Well, we can try to open the box if you want.
I mean, we tried to open the box, didn't we?
You did.
Yep.
No, you didn't. You tried opening the box like a normal box. You have a hammer. You
You
can
want me
break
to
the
crack
box
it
if you
open
want.
like an egg?
That's not opening the box. That's breaking the box. That's two different things.
Breaking and opening are the same thing. It opens up.
Fine then. You want to break it open?
Yeah,
I
let me
suggest
stand
you
back
probably
first,
step
though.
back.
I don't feel like this is a good idea.
Maybe you guys should step back a bit.
Yeah, I step
I'm
back.
I'm gonna go inside of my shell.
I'm moving back.
So
Yep.
if
Why won't
everybody's
you-
out of the splash zone, I think I'm gonna bust this box wide open with my hammer.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And
So you do hit it. You just said out loud what you're gonna do. You didn't say your action.
I bust the box open with my great hammer.
You attempt to do that. As your hammer hits the box, Cameron, inside your shell, you hear a like a high piercing metal like noise of like metal on metal. Um, Trey, your robot ears are gonna be ringing for a little bit after that. The box does not look harmed at all.
Well, we tried.
Why won't you just let me rest?
Yep.
What?
Oh, well, well, you could bury her.
What?
That is true. He keeps talking
My
about
ears are
resting.
ringing. What?
God dang it.
Where's your resting place? Do you know?
It just kind of doesn't really seem to answer. And you just kind of hear her mumbling quietly and quietly. So tired.
Yeah. How long have you? Do you know how long you've been here?
So tired.
She's probably more far gone now than she was 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
But we can still take her body with us to the nearest town, depending on how far it is away.
Oh yeah. That's okay. I mean, we come into a town with a box and a dead woman attached to it. You know how that's going to look.
Pretty fun.
Well, then you can make the robot carry it.
That's not the.
Caleb, how close is the nearest town? Do we know?
About 4 days travel.
That's too far to
Mm,
walk.
Ooh, that's a long time to carry a
That's
corpse
too
around.
far to walk with a body.
Yeah, I would say that would probably slow you down a little bit.
yeah.
In any case, we came across a box that cannot be opened by normal means, has a dead corpse somehow attached to it still, with a voice coming from the inside that cannot be crushed with a great hammer. There's some significance to this box. I still think we should take the box with us. Whether or not the corpse comes along is up for
Okay.
general vote.
You can maybe think about how to open it on the way there. We have 4 days before we have to ditch it.
So if someone has something sharp, we could probably cut the hands and take the box with us.
I have something sharp.
I hate all of that.
Well, it's not like we have
Look
any other
away,
choice.
Boots.
Bury the body,
It's not.
give it a
He's
proper
already
burial.
looking away. He's inside of a shell. He doesn't see this.
I'm ashamed at my party members for suggesting this.
Anyway.
Are you just thinking that, or are you telling them that?
I'm ashamed at this. I don't think this is the right way to do this.
Well, then, what would you consider the right way? Just for curiosity,
I don't know.
because I don't really want to make you act out of alignment either.
I'm neutral good. Like, I'm not lost. I just don't think it's the right way.
Well, we'll remove the box and then give her a proper burial, and then we have to continue on.
I mean, dragging a corpse around isn't great for the corpse either. It'll just rot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do what you must, but I do not condone this.
What do you think, Gurkle? What should we do?
Mm, I'm leaning to separate her and give her a proper burial and take the box.
Bury the woman with the box.
That is an option.
Why
But
don't you just let me rest?
I feel like this box is important.
Tired.
The box is important and she wants to rest.
What if she's inside the box? What if separating her from the box won't be helpful to her at all?
Well, then, if she's still inside the box and we bury her and the box together, she'll still be inside the box and unable to rest.
Yeah, but if we bring her with in the box and separate her from her body, we don't even know what's going to happen.
But we got to find someone who knows more, either cleric stuff or knows more magic stuff in order to give this woman's poor soul a chance to rest.
Um,
Would we be able to tell if the corpse is decaying now, or does it look like it's not decaying?
Four magical bolts form above the woman in the box and slam into the box from above, each hitting the box with a giant kind of like cacophonous bang, sending the woman and the box tumbling about 10 feet to the side. You recognize that spell's magic missile, and very clearly is Linus standing over the side, having said the verbal components to the spell.
Oh, that didn't work.
I'm very confused.
yeah, he silently rolled for magic missile with Caleb.
Yeah,
Oh.
he
IRL.
just did. Yeah, he just did. You don't have to roll for it. It
It's
just
not
do.
metagaming. We know that he cast the magic because Caleb told us, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I didn't tell you. He did. It's verbal. It's a
Right.
verbal
it's a
command.
well.
He has to say something out loud for it
I
to.
just mumbled something and then suddenly bam.
I'm going to test something with the corpse. I'm going to take out a small knife and I'm
Sorry,
going to.
three darts. Bo, I forgot. You probably weren't rolling that at higher level.
It's okay. Yeah, I was only rolling
I'm
3.
gonna take out a small knife and try and.
And do what, Cameron? You
I'm
cut
gonna
out?
take. I'm gonna take out a small knife and cut a piece of her hair to test them.
Okay. You cut off a piece of her hair. He goes, "Why won't you let me rest?"
I'm gonna cast Burning Hands on the corpse.
Okay.
Okay.
I gotta look and see what that does. I don't know off the top of my head.
It's first level spell I have.
The cleric spell, I assume.
It technically is, I think, part of mine.
Okay. Burning hand.
I don't know exactly. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
It's a first level wizard spell as well. So
Yeah, it's only because of my light domain.
yeah, it's
think.
a 15-foot cone that shoots out. I mean, does fire
Okay.
damage. They have to make a dexterity saving throw.
And obviously she's unconscious, so it's an automatic succeed.
Do I just roll for the damage then?
You can, sure.
$15.
Um, her body is smoldering and on fire. It's still clutching the chest. And you don't hear her. She's not anguishedly crying because of pain, but you do hear an anguished cry of like of shock because you did just burn her body that she used to reside in. I will not do an anguished cry because I have neighbors. Ah,
So
I'd
her
welcome
body's
more
still on
opinions.
fire, or
yeah, you just set a dead body on fire. Yeah.
oh
Mm.
my god,
Can
that
someone put
was
that out?
that was my plan.
What do you think we should do, Azrael?
Continue moving and stop stopping along the way to help people. Every time we stop, we pretty much get fucked in one way or another.
Cassius in the corner goes, "That's probably a great idea. Again, horror, not great genre for me."
You sound really fun at parties.
Boots feels extremely defeated. He's super sad,
Well,
but he realizes the truth in the words that Azrael says, and he just saunters away, really depressed and sad that he was unable to succeed here.
Oh.
Shekel's the one that had the knife, right?
Yes.
Can I borrow your knife for a thing real quick?
Oh, I wanted to do it.
Can you use your knife for a thing real quick?
Here, you can have it.
I'm gonna just cut the hands at the wrists and take this candy box with me.
So you attempt to cut the hands at the wrist, and as you get to the bone, it seems harder to cut through the bone for some reason. You definitely cut through the skin, and sorry, you definitely cut through the burnt skin and smoldering flesh that exists for that body still. But the bone, the skeleton, it seems, is still fused directly to the chest,
Wait,
and
hold
you
on.
can't cut through the
Wait a
skeleton.
minute.
Wait, what part of the hand and wrist is touching the box? Because I thought she was just holding it with her hands, and I was trying to cut it where it wasn't touching the box.
Yes, that's exactly, yeah. Her palms, her hands, fingers, and palms.
Still going down the road further.
Where am I gonna have to cut to take this box with me, Caleb?
Does anybody have
That's a little
anybody-
metagaming there.
clerics
Well,
or
just keep
paladin?
moving down the arms.
Actually, no, you probably can't cast it. So never mind.
I'll cut the arms at the elbows then if I have to.
I mean, the problem is that if it's a cursed object, we could cast remove curse, but I don't think we're high enough level for that.
Nobody's high enough for that. No.
No.
I think that's fourth level.
And we don't have a
At
we don't have a
least.
spell for that. We don't have a scroll or anything like that for that. I don't think.
Can you
just
try
kind of
and
hear,
break her bone?
you just kind of hear a faint whisper of the woman just saying, "Please, I won't any of you just let me rest."
Woman, I'm
So
trying.
tired."
Try and break her wrists.
How far do you think I'd be about now?
At least 300 feet. Yeah.
Yeah. Still going.
Out of bone snapping audio range. Cool. Can I break any of the bones to
My
separate her?
God,
from
I'm
the
glad I'm not
Like
putting this anymore.
God.
Like I said before, you do not seem to be able to get through the bone. It seems that the bone itself has become one with the materials of the chest.
all of her
You
bones.
should've-
All
Her
of the bones
skeleton.
in all of the body.
From what you can tell, you do not know. Yeah, you gonna chop her body apart?
Well, we
I'm
should've
willing to
burned
try
her for
it
longer
all.
then.
What'd you say, Troy?
Can I try to cut the arms off at the elbow then?
You cut through the flesh and the smoldering skin.
But the bones
still
are
walk
the
away.
same material as the box now.
It seems that the skeleton, from what you could tell, is like the chest, impervious to damage.
Hmm.
Well, I'm bringing this corpse with me, I guess.
Hmm.
It's burnt.
There's a
At
fire
this
go
point, I
with
think
the
we should just
skeleton.
bury it.
I mean, this has got to be a box of some sort of important material. Otherwise, we wouldn't have come across it.
Yes,
Or it could-
but
A test from Kellenvor.
That seems
I
a
don't
little
know.
metagamey.
But-
I'm gonna say that's a little metagamey.
I don't know. Did you ask God?
the
before
woman
asking?
keeps asking us to let her rest. Maybe we should just let her rest. That might.
But she wasn't resting when we found her. That's the problem.
You don't know that.
So if we leave her here, we're not letting her rest.
Well, destroying her body is also not letting her rest if we can still hear her.
Listen. The turtle that's responsible for that is about 400 feet away at this point, so I can't claim responsibility for burning a corpse.
You did light her on fire.
Yeah, it's all the turtle's fault.
What had to do with it?
The one that tried to have.
Let me see what.
Clearly out of earshot of all.
All right, Caleb, I've got a blanket in my inventory. I'm just gonna wrap the corpse up in the blanket
Okay.
and kind of make it so that no one from a distance could tell what it is. So I'm just gonna wrap it up.
Okay.
So-
It's smoldering, so the blanket kind of starts to catch fire on the inside.
Then I stomp on the body until it's not on fire anymore. And then I remind myself to give a turtle friend of mine a good sock in the arm. next time.
Do I paladin deities work? But I don't think you should have magic anymore.
Oh my god!
What the fuck? What the fuck are we doing?
Oh my god!
Didn't know I was gonna have to look into the Oath of Vengeance tonight.
Oh my god!
All right, out of character. Obviously, there's a puzzle to be solved here.
Maybe there's not.
Hey, Trey,
Maybe
out
you
of
should have lit the
character,
body on
IRL.
fire, you
IRL.
psychopath.
What do they put on tombstones? What do they put on
Body.
tombstones? They put RIP. You know what that stands for? Rest in peace.
She wasn't resting or in peace when we found
You
her
fucking
body on the
dare
side
me
of the
her
road.
to let her rest.
Pieces because of
You know what,
game.
Trey?
Nah, she's
Trey,
put together
Trey.
real well. She can't.
Oh my
Trey, you should
god.
probably use you should probably use your divine smite because that's radiant damage and that hurts undead. So that'd probably be the best thing to do.
Does
'Cause
she
if she's
qualify
undead,
as undead at this point? Or is her
she's talking
soul in the
and she's just-
body is dead?
I don't
Looks
know.
pretty dead to me.
You could test it.
Man, if there was a
Healer.
turtle friend nearby that I could ask for more advice.
Further down the road now.
500 feet
I'm
away.
not trying to
They
Sure.
like Lou
I'm just
Ferrigno in the
saying.
Hulk.
Well, she's wrapped in the blanket and stomped on, so she's not on fire anymore. Can we just
Oh my
just
god.
bring her with us and continue on?
Has anybody else tried to just touch the chest by itself and not touch her?
Yes.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the
any-
first.
any-
I've
okay,
tried to
I'm not
open
there. I
it,
can't say
so-
anything.
Anybody? Okay, didn't know. Okay.
You're literally the only paladin class that could get away with doing this, Trey.
Doesn't
What
mean
the
it's right.
fuck?
Oh no, it's definitely not right. You do realize that your alignment can change throughout the game. Just to let you know,
Yes.
Trey.
My goal is to take this to somebody who knows how to fix something like this, so it doesn't happen to somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah,
I-
but
I-
now she's burned.
Yeah, I wonder what turtle friend 600 feet away would do such a thing.
I was trying to give her restful peace by igniting her corpse because it was
burning
it
the
doesn't matter.
demons out.
Why did you
He was
tell her
burning
no?
I'm
He was
IRL right
burning
now
the-
because I'm too far to make conversation.
He's burning the demons out. Be gone, demons! I'm burning you.
All right. She's bundled up like a really creepy sleeping bag, and let's just get out of here.
This
Oh,
is
I
not gonna
expected you to
turn
like
out
roll
well.
her up
I feel
around the
like.
box.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you the
I
car
rolled her
from
up and
National
bundled her up,
Lampoon's
nobody would know what it was.
Vacation? Where grandma's on the roof.
Oh my god.
Grandma got burned by her.
Let's continue on. That now that she's
Okay.
So you're just
Turkey in
gonna
a blanket.
carry her?
Yeah, I'll carry her.
Okay.
Hey, if we're around other people, lady, can you not talk?
Oh yeah, I know you're on fire and we tried to cut your body in pieces, but can you please shut up?
Just around others.
Goodness.
I just want to rest.
Oh well, she doesn't care. It's fine.
You monsters. No, I'm just kidding.
One monster here is the portal that's 700 feet away now.
I don't know. I think equally stomping
That's
on a
debatable.
corpse and cutting the body of a corpse multiple times.
I was trying to
Probably.
cremate the corpse in respect. It was so freaking different than. Ah!
You make something just by lighting it on fire with your hand and walking away. It doesn't cremate something. You have to put it in an oven, like a super oven.
I don't
I'm
think
only a level
Darth-
1
I don't think
cleric. I
Darth
don't know
Vader was
shit,
in-
man.
I don't think Darth Vader was in an oven.
I don't think he was.
Anyway, we have this whatever. We have to continue on because we can't make the whole session about the one with the body.
This guy ought to talk the most out of anything we've done so far.
Yeah, I think this was our bonding moment here. We stopped right here and bonded over that.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
so.
Therefore, you
I'm
can have
glad
the
we all
flashback.
bonded
It
over a
smells weird
corpse.
now.
I'd like
Okay.
to run ahead and find our turtle.
He's about 700 feet in front of you, just walking slowly. Head
I'd
down.
like
You know how
to
it is.
run after him
So disappointed.
as quickly as I can.
You catch up to him pretty quickly, from my understanding. As long as I assume Cameron, you're just walking,
I'm
staring at the ground,
trying.
contemplating.
I have the walk of a man who's been beaten so bad, his life.
I
just-
see. The walk of a man who's been forced to listen to Evanescence for 3 weeks straight. Gotcha.
Gotcha.
So she's walking behind you with a giant bell going, shame, drung.
Shame.
All right,
Oh.
All the monks.
I have the corpse on my shoulder. I'm just gonna full on sprint towards Botticelli's.
What the fuck?
What's your carrying weight?
Uh,
What's your strength?
my strength is 17. Hold on. What is my?
I'll say you could walk, but I don't think you're sprinting, fully carrying a chest and a woman.
You could pretend to run while not moving very fast.
You're pretty strong, but you're not Nick strong.
Do.
Yeah, gurgle.
I have my weight, but I don't have a carry weight. Where the hell is that?
It's a calculated value.
Hold on, Trey. I can tell you.
It's strength by 15.
255 pounds is your carrying capacity. You can push, drag, or lift 510.
With everything else you have on you, I would say there's definitely no way that you're running. You're wearing like heavy armor, and you have a great hammer and a war hammer and a shield and a necklace of burning woman necklace, basically.
Well, she's wrapped up in a blanket, like on my shoulder.
Yeah, but the
Sure.
blanket was on fire.
Isn't the
why
blanket
I
also
stopped on it.
That makes it
burning?
better. That
Fine
makes
now.
it better.
It's singed a little bit. We're
Okay. All right. So after walking, for the rest of the wait, is everyone done, or someone wanted to do something before going, or
No.
all right?
I want to hand Boots the little anime version of him.
Oh yeah, the little chibi Boots figurine.
Because he's sad.
I take it. I'm still sad. But now I have a token of my failures to
Oh,
remind me
A reminder of
of
this
how
day.
small
forever.
I am in the face of the big world.
it's also wooden, which is really flammable.
He's who likes setting things on fire.
No! Turtle's tears just streaming down my face.
I would like to, as the DM, ask that the turtle is capable of holding a match in its hand.
Yeah, he's got 5 fingers.
He does?
He does.
No, I'm saying the little chibi turtle figurine can hold a match. It's a little match. It's a match holder. It's a match holder.
Sorry, Twitch. You're welcome.
His little backpack holds the rest of the matches.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. No!
Alright. So it's the end of the day. You guys are stopping for settling down, resting. I assume Trey you're putting the woman down on the ground and going into your sentry's rest.
Oh my god.
Okay. Um. All right. So, let's see. In the morning, everyone kind of has a. I'm not gonna say fitful sleep, but nobody had good dreams this night. Um. Not sure why, but when you awake, you see where the woman was. Do you set guard?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Y'all set a
I w-
rotating guard. That's fine. I assume. Would y'all like to choose who gets what watches?
Sure.
Great.
I can't
Great.
see in the dark.
Now
Let's see.
you could just discuss it.
Well, no. What I'm saying is, I won't be useful in the dark.
Hey,
Okay.
there's moonlight.
Still less useful than someone who can see.
I take the first watch.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, you sleep for 8 hours, watch for a couple hours, and just switch off. It's really all it takes. However y'all want to do it.
The robot
Um.
doesn't have to sleep, so he can set the whole night, right?
Yep.
I have sentry
There's-
mode.
There's 3 watches, right?
Why is my HP 4?
That's up to
Or is there
y'all.
2?
That's up to y'all. However you want to do it. You have a robot who doesn't have to sleep, so
mm.
Oh.
I vote to have the robot stay up all night.
Well, I can be in low power mode, but it's not exactly
I can also
sleeping
cast
or
alarm.
awake.
I can cast alarm in a 20-foot cube around our campsite so that any small or tiny whenever a tiny or larger creature touches the area warded, it will warn me and I can let everybody know that, and it lasts for 8 hours.
Oh, sick. All right, I'm in.
I'll cast that around us. So,
okay.
but it also, anybody I see, I can designate that it won't alarm, so us members won't set off the alarm.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
All right. So everybody's going to sleep. Trey, you're staying up for the first alarm.
Yep.
First not alarm, first watch. And second and third watch, because they don't care. You do hear an alarm set off in the middle of the night. A little bunny rabbit he comes through the field, just bounce, 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 bounce. Walks through, sniffs the cam, looks at y'all. The alarm goes off once it gets close enough, and it shoots off into the plane, ducking and weaving, zigzagging, and then
Aw.
jumping into a hole in the ground.
Sad bunny.
The alarm is a hand bell. It just rings like ding, 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 like that. It's a mental note. It's a mental note for me, so it's just a mental note for me to get up. That's all.
Oh,
So
all right.
the bunny would not have heard the noise. I said that I wasn't going to have the. I said I'll get up whenever I sense it, so like that. If it alerts me, so.
Sure. You still heard it. The bunny saw you moving and it ran away. It's a
Okay.
bunny, dude. It's literally just a bunny.
The fiercest of woodland creatures.
I don't know. Is it a white rabbit?
Deadly
With
beast.
sharp pointy teeth.
But no. As you wake up in the morning, Trey, I assume you sat there watching the woman's body.
Yep.
Okay. As you awake in the morning, what's the best way of saying it? In front of you is the pile, where the woman, the thing that's wrapped around the woman and the chest. But as you awaken and behind you, you notice the woman is no longer in the wrap. She's not. She's the same as she was. She's still burnt and everything like that. But she's now laying beside you, still unconscious. Is just holding the chest. Nothing different. But she's no longer in the wrap, and it's just sitting there.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
She loves you.
She moved in the night, is what you're saying?
I
Yeah,
warned
I
you
mean,
guys
from
to
what you
ignore
know.
this, but you all had to have a better
I mean,
conscience.
I
so
don't
it's
know
my
this. I'm
fault.
just trying to make sure I understand what you
That's
just said.
undead. I
Oh,
rolled
yes.
trash.
Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Wizard, I have a few questions.
Hmm.
Would something undead trigger your alarm thing?
Yes.
Would her moving around, should that have triggered your alarm thing?
Any tiny or larger creature touches or enters the warded area,
She was
yes, it
already
would.
inside.
But it doesn't matter if it touches or enters. And I didn't have her. I didn't look. I only said us.
I mean, he did explicitly say he had to, like, mention us in the spell.
I didn't
He-
say her. So
That would be true. The problem is that I'm pretty sure alarm, and I'll look it up. It doesn't matter because she didn't set off the alarm based off of the way that it moved. But yes, touches or enters the warded area. If the person is already within the area, then the alarm can't go off. So
Oh, gotcha.
otherwise you wouldn't have been able to set the alarm because this is just a clarification of the way alarm works. Otherwise there would be no reason to set the alarm because it would go off immediately if somebody's in the area when you set
I
it.
already used.
However, it didn't it didn't matter because she didn't seem to move. Trey watched her the entire night. She's just no longer in the bundle and is now to the side of Trey.
She loves him.
I don't
She-
like that.
Maybe the corpse has a thing for
Best friend
robots.
can.
She
Well,
just
the thing is,
quietly whispers, "Please, I'm so tired. Let me rest."
hey, who turned out the lights?
Mm.
Caleb, I'm gonna ask you something as a DM. Does this chick have like a health pool?
That's metagaming.
That's what I was asking you.
I mean, you would know that someone setting on fire a body, and giving their entire body third-degree burns would probably have killed a normal person. But the person is already dead. So, do they have a health pool? Not really, because they're already dead. You're just
And I
attacking a
used,
dead body.
and I already used Divine Sense yesterday.
Yeah, and there was
Well, I
nothing
didn't
good or
detect
evil about it.
anything from the body. I detected something from the box. Right?
No, you didn't detect anything from the box or the body.
Does she look worse than yesterday?
I mean, yeah, she
Burns all
was
over her body, and
she was burned and cut and everything like that. Yeah, and yeah,
Oh, yeah, but, like,
the body
is it
doesn't look in
worse?
great condition.
I'm
Was
curious.
it worse? I mean,
Box
it's hard for you to say
is
because
her
somebody
the
wrapped
same
her in a
state.
blanket and traveled for like a few hours, like 6 hours. So it's hard to say what happened because for Twitch's sake, I'm not going to go into what happens when a body gets burnt that badly. But yeah, the body doesn't look great.
Well,
Okay.
if I used Divine Sense, I would have picked up undead. Anything
Yeah.
undead.
It's not
And I didn't
have.
pick anything up, so that
Yeah.
means she's not undead. Which means that there's something completely else going on that goes beyond my realm of knowledge.
a ghost.
That's so weird. I thought that the Scarecrow wanted a brain, not the Tin Man.
But that means if if she can move on her own and we bury her, who's to say she won't eventually catch up with us?
But at the same time, we're literally carrying her with us.
Yeah, but if we bury her box and all, we're not setting her to rest, but
Does anyone have a shovel?
who's to say that's even going to work, Botticellis? If she can obviously get herself out of a blanket and nobody notice, burying her in her semi-mobile state, she could unbury herself and follow us. Please tell me I'm not the one that's going insane. I'm not the crazy one. I'm not the crazy one. I'm just a robot. I'm not the crazy one here.
Yeah, you. I'm not the crazy one. There are many crazies.
Caleb, you said we're 3 days from the nearest town now.
So no one has a shovel.
Roughly 3.5.
No.
I don't. I don't have a shovel.
Crap. How do we play this?
Well, you've cursed yourself
How do
for
we
us,
play
so
this?
we just gotta take it with us now, dumbass. Or you can leave it here and see if it follows you.
Oh, that'll be great. That'll just be great. Gurkle, what do
I
you think
don't
we
know.
should do? You've been quiet.
I said barrier her.
I wanted a
Um,
barrier too, but I wanted to bring the box along.
Do you have a shovel?
I do not. I do
You can
not
use your
think so.
greatsword. It'll take longer and might damage your greatsword by
Yeah.
dulling it, but you can try using greatsword to dig a hole.
Is there any? I look around the current site of where we slept last. Is there any type of thing that we can use to fashion into some simple tool to try and dig a hole for
We
a
can build
grave?
Yeah, I
We can
mean,
build a cairn.
yeah, I mean, you got stuff that you could use to dig. You've got, um, you've got great axes and great swords, and you've got all kinds of other stuff like that. You've got a shield to carry dirt. I mean, you could use stuff like that. Don't you have a No one has a Dungeoneering's pack.
I do not.
Let
Does
me
the
look.
Dungeoneering's pack not have a
No, it comes with hammer and pythons. I think it comes
I'd
with
have
a shovel
sworn it carried not a shovel, but like
or
a
even
small
a trowel or anything.
Wait
trowel
a
or something.
second.
Maybe not. Yeah.
No, I think you get like a crowbar. Yeah, you get like a crowbar, things like that
God.
for like uh spelunking essentially.
Yep.
The dun. There are other packs that do have shovels or trowels. I think none of us started. Yeah.
Probably a
So
sword pack or something.
I say, Gurkle, I'll give you a hand. Let's get digging.
Okay, I'll start digging with Photocellos.
All right.
All right. Well, if we're digging a grave, Caleb, I'm gonna put my vestments on.
Okay.
And then I'll say something after we get her buried.
Okay. So you're gonna bury her then.
Yeah, most
Alright.
definitely.
Yeah.
So you just put the body in the chest and everything, lower it down into the grave. I assume you're covering it with dirt afterwards.
Mhm.
And what are you doing after that?
I am gonna pray prayer of Lathander over the gravesite, and then I don't think I mean, and then just may you rest in peace.
Okay. Okay. Oh, what else is everybody doing? Trey, you said something about.
I put on my vestments because technically I do follow a deity, and then I'm gonna pray
Why did you
something.
say it? Technically, I do. Why did you say it like that? You're like technically, I guess I do.
There's
I'm a cleric, I'm a paladin.
higher power I acknowledge, but it's
After she was buried, can we hear her voice?
No.
I don't want to. I don't
Yeah,
want
you hear.
to.
Just let me rest.
That's
It's
fair.
dark. Hey,
Maybe
who turned off the
maybe
lights?
she went asleep. She wanted to
All right.
rest. Now she's
She's
resting.
buried now,
Hey,
right?
hey, who turned off the lights?
No. Stop.
Stop it!
She's
No.
buried now. Yeah, she is. She is buried now.
Caleb, if she's buried, looking around our campsite, do I see any logs or something heavy?
Yeah, you see rocks, logs, stuff like that. Yep.
I'm just gonna grab all the rocks and logs that I can find in the campsite. I'm just gonna put them over the grave, like on top. So if she's gonna try to dig her way out, she's gonna have to like
Dig
really
her
work
way
at it.
out.
I don't know. It didn't really look like she fought to get out of that blanket. I'm pretty sure she can just appear.
It's to make me feel better.
What if she just appears on the side of the road as we're walking to the next place?
Stop
like a
it.
ghost?
Stop
let's
it.
just go and find out because we've wasted way too much time here. Let's move on.
Let's get a move on.
We're making Botticelli mad because he burned her. Okay, let's just move.
No, I'm not mad. I'm still sad.
Okay, Bubblish, this is sad. Let's move.
You don't get to call me Bubblicious.
While everybody, I Trey, are you gonna say a few words over the grave?
Sure. May
Okay.
Kellenborg
As you're doing
Oh.
so, Cassius is in the background. He pulls out a viol and starts playing a sad like funeral song.
All right. May Kellenborg guide your soul to his crystal palace, wherein you shall find peace and slumber until the dying stars go out.
And as you finish your phrase and you hear the song just start to fade as Cassius stops playing, you hear just a whisper on the wind. Everybody just like in your ear, you just hear, "Thank you," and just it silence.
Okay, let's move on. Bitch is dead. Bitch is resting. Let's move it.
I
Would you look
slap
at
him
that?
across the
Wait,
face.
hold up. Metagaming right now. Was that all we had to do?
Probably.
Who knows?
Boots most definitely slaps Linus across. Yeah,
Why?
let's keep going. You called her a bitch.
Get out of here.
Well, it was
Wow,
a bit.
turtle slap.
How about making a mountain out of a molehill?
I don't want to say I told you so, but I fucking told you so.
Well,
Gurgle's swearing.
if it makes you feel better, Gurgle, I actually told you them so before you told them so. So there, I said leave it and then let's bury it. Let's move on, but nobody wanted to do it, and then I attacked with
Oh my
magic.
god, we don't need to know who's got the
Why
But
are
brain.
you
who
attacking
gives a
Let's
shit?
me?
Let's
go.
move.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Bo's
Damn.
first sentence was, "I'm just gonna walk around and go and keep going and ignore it."
Yeah.
Cameron's
All right,
editor. Can
let's
you
keep
go
going.
back and replay that for the audience? Thanks.
Yeah, I got you.
Thanks, thanks, Davey.
I'll clip it.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Let's go then. Let's keep
Okay.
walking.
All right. All right. So yeah, you're about 3 days out from Tribor, and if you still have your map up, you're now really getting past that forested area by the Sword Mountains, where the mountains and the plains kind of meet, and it starts to it's kind of a hilly area as you're going over these giant hills, and really not much not much actually happens as you get closer and closer to Tribor. You're about a day and a half away. Um, you kind of take the night and you go to sleep. Um, Nothing seems to be going strange, but at night you do feel this strange, weird coldness in the air, just like a little breeze that you felt. It kind of made you shiver a little bit. You're not really sure what it is. Um, but as you wake up in the morning, the sun's warmth seems to drive that away. Um, and you do arrive at Tribor after you finishing a long trip from Amphail. It's been a long journey, and you've all gone through so much. And you do arrive at Tribor, and let's see, let me get everything. I'll have to move everybody to a another screen in a second. Let me.
I feel like the first thing that we need to do try to find somebody who might have any type of knowledge about that.
Probably a high-level cleric.
Like the page is doing a weird thing. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure out why it's glitching like this. There we go. Right. I think that. Okay. Okay. So you happen upon Tribor. It's been a long trip, like I said before. But you come into Tribor, you notice it's a decently populated city compared to some of the other ones you've seen. It's not as big as obviously other ones. It's got about we'll go ahead and say it's got about 5,000 people. So it's definitely got a lot of shops and restaurants and taverns and inns, stuff like that. In the center of the town square, you see a stone keep with a large stone tower jutting up, um, and it's been here for quite a long time. It's fairly simple, and over it has a banner with has three black boars with a blood red field on it, and you notice this as the symbol of the Lord Protector of the area of Tribor. And so you kind of find yourself here in the middle of town. Go ahead and Mark, you kind of find yourself here, just in the town center, really.
Hmm.
So yeah, y'all get to decide what you want to do.
There's there a temple nearby?
Um, yeah, there's definitely a couple temples. Um, there is a temple of Lathander, and there's also one of Saloon as well, and like a couple smaller deities, ones that aren't as big, lesser deities, basically.
Oh, we need to tell somebody about the lady we buried. So, can I go to the Temple of Lathander?
Um, let's see. Yeah, you could definitely go to the Temple of Lathander.
Cameron, you want to come with? Or Botticellis, you want to come with?
Yeah.
You were about as involved as I was.
So, how are you going to tell them about it? Are you going to say that we found a woman on the side of the road attached to a box? We wanted the box. We tried to cut off her arms and then we lit her on fire, and that didn't work. So we buried her. You're gonna say that?
I'm just gonna
Put
be
her on
honest.
fire first.
I'm just gonna be honest. All I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna join them as well.
As weird as
Yeah.
it might sound, I believe honesty is the best answer here, or best solution.
Oh boy.
Honesty is the best policy.
Are you always honest, Gurkle?
Well, I try to be.
It's very admirable of you. He's a doctor.
So
All right, cool.
I guess
Yeah,
me,
so
Botticellis,
so
and Lion are headed for the temple.
okay, so you do arrive at the temple. It's actually just it's right here. I don't have the direct list, but they're right here on where T8 is. We'll say that area right there is the temple and a small little like shed off to the side, so like a small little area for you to go to worship. Um, and um, as you get in there, you know, it's not as big as Waterdeep, obviously. Still bigger than the temple is bigger than Amphail's, definitely. And there seems to be a few acolytes kind of walking around, you know, talking to each other. One of them is doing chores, cleaning the side of the building, and you know, another one is sweeping the grounds, sweeping up leaves and uh, branches and other kind of like stuff from the brush off the ground. So, uh, well, what? How are you gonna play this, Trey?
Well,
I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna
Um,
walk in and
Kane.
talk to him.
Okay. He notices you coming up. He's like, oh, "Hi, how may I help you?"
Uh, hello there. My name is Kane. This is Botticellis, and this is our friend Linus here. He's a wizard. He's a monk, and I'm a paladin. And we were traveling from one of the adjacent cities down the road, about a 4 days journey from here, and we
Amphail.
came across a what looked to be, on first inspection, an unconscious woman clutching a box, laying on the side of the road. And we decided to help her. Well, I guess you could say it was Botticelli's decision for us to help her. And we got close, and then upon further inspection, we figured out that the voice that we heard crying for help was actually her voice, but coming from inside the box, and she had recently ceased to be. And we attempted to remove her from the box by conventional means, and we became more and more confused with the fact that she was still.
What do you mean by conventional means?
Oh, we tried to like pry her fingers off the box, or try opening the box and pulling it out of her arms and that kind of stuff.
Okay, I see.
And when we realized that her arms and hands had become fused to the box and that she was dead, my friend Botticellis here tried to respectfully cremate the body because she wanted rest. So we tried to put her to rest, but the cremation spell didn't take. And so, unfortunately, then we tried to remove the arms to bury the body respectfully, and then bring the box here to have a cleric or someone with more magical knowledge look it over for us to make sure it wouldn't happen to anybody else. But apparently, her bones became the same material as the box, and we didn't really know what to do. So we wrapped her up in a blanket and brought her with us, and we laid her down in a bundle because we were going to bring her corpse and everything here. The next morning, as we were resting, she had somehow crawled out of the blanket and was laying at my feet in the camp. And we decided that, all right, we're creeped out enough. We're just going to bury her box and everything about a 2.5 days journey south of here, Caleb? North of here? On a
So,
long road someplace. 2.5 days away.
South.
We
It was south.
yeah, I said so. Yep.
we also made a pile of rocks and logs on top of it for just to mark where she buried in case you wanted to go and retrieve the body. And B, if she decided to crawl out of the grave, just give her something else to work through instead of just crawling out of the dirt.
And he kind of looks like he's stumped, and he's like, well, that's it's not something you expect to hear every day. It's a lot of information to take in. Um, I am the head bishop here, in Tribor for this temple. Um, and honestly, I'm not really sure what else you could have done. Um, I think it's best to have put her to rest. Though I can't say I agree with your methods of trying to remove parts of the body, since it was a dead body. But in the end, it seems that you did do what was just. So I thank you for it.
Do you know of any missing persons from your town or possibly your congregation?
Well, certainly there has been a couple people missing from town. Um, 5, see, 6, 7, just the surrounding areas, of course. See, I think we had about 7 people last time I checked, in the surrounding area, but it's the same thing that's been going on up and down the long road. We're not really sure where they're going. Um, it's been a while. The first few went missing probably like 6 months ago, and the others have been disappearing regularly. Um, but from the description that you said, it doesn't. She doesn't seem to match any description from the people I know.
I think she said, yeah.
What was that? You broke up. I'm sorry.
I think she said her name was Nia.
Hmm.
That helps.
Sadly, I don't think I know of Ania.
We might have to
But
try some of the other temples here.
well, from all the people that are missing, I do know everyone from this nearby area. Um, but I can't say I've heard that name. But if I do hear someone asking questions, I'll make sure to bring it up. And um, I suppose I should ask, who do I have the pleasure of discussing this series of events with?
Well, my name is Kane. I am a paladin of Kellenvor, and I'm with my adventuring party. We belong to the Cygnus Solaris Guild in that
Waterdeep.
town, water something. Deep.
Waterdeep.
There we go. That one.
When you have high charisma but low intelligence.
I see. I see. Of course, Cygnus Solaris. I see your pin. That's we've had dealings with you in the past. Your guild has been quite helpful for the Church of Lathander along the road. And if you need anything, please don't hesitate to come and let us know.
Actually, we're looking for information if you have some.
Of course, how may I
Um,
help?
We're looking for gotta get my southern accent in. I'm sorry. We're looking for a group of men who escaped north from I don't know what the town we were in before that. You never gave us the name of that town, Caleb.
Yeah, y'all never asked, not once.
Are you, I just when we asked. Okay.
No, I never asked for the town name. I have it, but y'all don't know it.
Okay. Well, a group that escaped north about 4 days south of here was a town we were in. I cannot believe none of us asked the name of the town while there. But
It's not on the map, right?
What is not on the map that you have, but you can feel free to ask the priest.
do you know the town by name? It's about 4 days foot travel south of here on the long road.
Oh yes, the town of Pran.
Town of what?
Pran. Eran.
Well, we found some evil cultist members and we defeated most of them, but a few of them escaped with the leader and they came north this way and we're trying to find them as soon as possible to take them down. And so they stop causing so much harm to the locals and stuff like that along the way. Of course, they're responsible for like the disappearance on the long road and different things like that. And that's why we're trying to track them down. Have you
See,
heard
so
anything
you're
about
saying
like
that you found or made contact with the group regarding the disappearances?
we found them, we defeated some of the members, but we couldn't but some of the members escaped and we're on the road after them.
I see.
And we're
Do you
wondering in the
know
days
about how many?
you give or take a dozen
Hmm. I feel
or
like I
half a
would.
dozen, give or take half a dozen, excuse me.
And how did they travel? Were they on foot? Wagon, caravan?
Unfortunately, they were on horseback. We were on foot. So
I see.
we believe they came this way, but we do not know. We're just wondering if any like a group of men, I describe what like the leader looked like, what he looks like,
I'm gonna turn into one of the cultists.
led by your you don't know. led by the guy. That's what he looks like exactly from our battle and stuff like that. And said he would be leading him. So if you know what he would look like, or like if you've seen this man, or you may know this man as under another name.
I don't know by your description, but the person behind you looks quite like people that have come through the town before.
This is what they look like.
See.
She's using an illusion spell to help you help with this inquiry.
Yeah, I'm a magician.
Yes. Of course. He kind of looks at you and goes, "That's interesting magic."
That's the whole magic of illusion. Is that
I'm but a simple priest. I can't say I know much of the arcane arts. However, we have seen people wearing those robes and outfits. Um, um, let's see. Sorry, people are messaging the DM, so I have to make sure. There was like 3 people actually. Y'all are all secretly plotting to kill each other. I'm just kidding. Only 2
knew
of
it.
you are doing that.
I failed in the first session, so.
But he's like, I keep an eye out, but I haven't heard anyone regarding who you described. It's quite possible that they went on a trail around the town. If they're looking to escape and get by without being seen, I can't imagine they'll run right through town.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You have a wonderful day.
Of course, may Lathander's shield protect thee.
Thanks. Just turn around and walk out, grabbing Shekel around the like arm and saying, "Come with me."
Yes.
And come, fellow mage. And then hopefully once we're out of earshot of the temple, say, don't ever do that again. Don't ever just shift in front of somebody like that again. That throws total suspicion on all of us. All of us, people start suspecting things and jump to conclusions and possibly attack us when we don't need them to attack us.
Why do you say that?
Because people are afraid. A person is smart, but people are dangerous and afraid. And sometimes a person can also be stupid. Look at Gurgle.
I'm gonna walk out of the temple behind him and be like, "Stop! Don't crush the creativity. It works. Now we know that the cultists are actually bothering people in this town, and we know that they have some sort of presence here. So that was a good move.
No, it was a horrible move.
I think it was a good move.
I'm trying to prove that we're not mischievous, evil creatures.
Yeah, I mean, after Kane's story,
Honesty
by
it's the shocking thing.
changing into another person, another creature right in front of them, which is not illusion, but the only thing I could think of. But you just poof. Look, now I'm somebody else, and it's not poof. Now I'm somebody else. It slowly does a change or anything. I mean, come on. Use some common sense.
I mean, I still think
You
Shekel
told
did
them all it was a magician. I can be a magician.
To try to save some face, but Jesus, honey, you need to learn some self-control. You're gonna get us in trouble. Somebody might take this the wrong way, or use it as an excuse to take it the wrong way.
We're part of a guild.
That doesn't protect us. That does not protect us from certain things.
Guild members do cover each other. I still think Shekel did the right thing, because obviously if they hadn't shapeshifted into the people we're looking for, I don't think I would have been able to elucidate who it is we were looking for very well. So at least we're a step closer to our goal than we were before.
And I apologize, but on your best day, you could not elucidate. But no, it's the whole thing is that they will look at you and just say, "Oh, that must be somebody subverting or evil in nature," and then lump us all in as that and attack us. And you could have one person that's evil that's working for the law and tells the law, and they all come after us. And the law would think, "Oh, well, they're enforcing the law that you're an evil person."
Do you think that changelings are evil?
It's not what I think, it's what other people think.
Hmm. Okay.
I would protect you, Shackle.
I was doing
I
the
understand you were trying to help, but it could be detrimental to us in the long run or in other circumstances. So just be careful.
Well, we were in the what was the name of that temple, Caleb? What deity was that dedicated to again?
Lathander.
And yeah, and we had someone who followed Lathander with us.
Again, high charisma, low intelligence. It's the win-win.
So I mean, we had
Thank you.
someone that gave us credibility with us, and they did see our Cygnus Solaris badges. I think before Shekel shapeshifted.
Yeah.
So I think we were in the clear all the way through. So
We'll just have to watch, I guess.
Out of character, I would have made you roll a deception if the guy had cared, though.
I mean, just
Alright.
for that guy in particular.
Yes, that guy in particular. If he would have been insulted, in his case, he was not. Some people might be insulted by a shapeshifter because there are evil shapeshifters, but
Mm-hmm.
in that sense, that's why I did not require a deception.
Well, since most shapeshifters are evil. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they
Anyway.
are.
It's like people seeing a drow and saying, "Oh, well, if like Drizzt, he's a lot of people look at him if they don't know who he is, they look at him like with suspicion and mistrust, and they won't serve him as well. And they'll serve other people, but maybe not him because of his race.
Anyway, let's not get into the racial stereotyping of Forgotten Realms. Even though that is a big part of how the interactions go, of course. But we'll go ahead and continue. So y'all are now in the town center area. What are y'all trying to do? What are you planning to do?
Well, we did figure out that the
I-
cults use footpaths around the city.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we should rest up and also get stuff done that everybody wants to get done as well.
Just as a heads up, even though Shekel's sad about it, I'm not. I'm not offended. I knew what I was signing up for, so don't worry about it, guys.
Oh man.
Yeah, that is the downside of shapeshifters is that they are frowned upon inherently.
But
Yeah,
incredibly
I don't
useful.
have the highest intelligence either, so.
A man of the cloth, seeing you part of a guild with and part of a party with two clerics and a paladin, was he was like, okay, that's fine, but people who don't know you or who don't trust you, yeah, that definitely that is a possibility. Yeah.
So it's.
Um. All right. Let's see. So, what are y'all doing? Y'all in Chibord, big city, big city.
Is there a Lautsi anywhere nearby?
A what?
A
Lousy
Lautsi?
rich.
Yes,
Oh, you're
gambling.
talking about the Lucky Cabbages Lotto.
I support
Is
gambling.
there a franchise in this city?
Yeah, of course there is.
I want to know if one of them is just ripping off people.
see. Yeah, but yeah, you approach kind of a shopping little district. We'll say we'll say it's a little bit further out in the city because this is actually a little bit of an older map, but we'll say right around here it's got a couple taverns, it's got some shops on this side over here. Um, so as you come across, you'll see a shop, and on the outside there's a cart, and there's a little cabbage with 3 sevens on it. Um, and you see a guy behind the counter going, "Come one, come all, come draw and see what you can win. Because if you win, you could also be like me, Lao C Rich." He kind of points at his name tag and then rolls his eyes and is just kind of like he's done this spiel a lot.
Oh, he is not into it.
He's not the favorite son, yeah.
Mm.
Wow. Wow. Oh, Caleb, we got a bit of a metagaming question.
Yep.
Would gambling be out of alignment for my character?
You stomped on a dead body and cut the dead body. No, I would say that you're probably fine.
No. I'm gonna go try my luck.
Okay. He goes, "That's 2 gold pieces."
That's 2 gold.
Rates are higher in this area.
What do I gotta roll?
Yeah, they get higher as you go up north. And he kind of just like shrugs when he says it. You're like, "Oh, maybe he's telling the truth." Just roll 3 D100s.
Roll 3. Said 3. Thank you.
All right. And roll another D100.
Okay.
And roll 1 more. You gotta make me get out a book.
I'm making you work. It's your job.
Work for the money.
Real quick, I gotta step away, but I do want to do another lottery.
Okay.
Hurry up, Nick.
All right. Where's my dice? You get a he slide he kind of like slides a cabinet underneath the stand. He reaches down and he goes, nope, nope. Okay, here you go. Hey, look at you! For our winner today, you get this potion, and he kind of hands it to you.
Oh, okay.
The
So-
potion looks black and thick, like super thick.
All right. That's something I've never done before. Is there any way for me to kind of like do experiments on the potion? I don't think I've ever had a character that's had a potion in his inventory before.
Usually you taste it, but it's up to you.
Or eat.
You taste a little dab, you know.
But Warforged don't eat.
Yeah, exactly.
Have fun using that potion then.
You could try and test it other ways. How you want to test it?
Rub it on
Try
your
and-
skin.
Try and test it, and then I'll tell you what you know about it.
How long would it take me to walk back to the campsite?
You could always test it on the hamster in your stomach.
Do you have a campsite? Y'all haven't said anything about a campsite.
I was making a joke. I was gonna go back and pour it on the body. See what happened.
Oh.
No.
What if he put it in his mouth and the results
He's
spit
gonna,
it out?
he's gonna desecrate a corpse. No,
He already
oh my
has.
god.
He's just gonna do it more.
Um,
That's Kane's
Can I
new
pour-
hobby.
For
can
this?
I pour a little bit of it, like a teaspoonful, into my palm of my hand?
Yeah, you've got this black ungent it's like super thick and heavy. It's kind of like a little bubbly and a little acrid smell coming from it.
Did you even ask the guy what it is?
Again, high charisma, low intelligence.
Oh,
Did anything happen to me though?
The
Caleb?
intelligence crack was at you, Trey,
Is
not
it
your
just sitting in your
palate.
hand? Is it just sitting in your hand?
Yeah.
Oh, you explode. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
No.
that escalated quickly.
I'm just gonna take
it-
a quick step to the left.
You see, it has this certain sheen to it, and everywhere on your hand, as you move your hand and it travels, it leaves the metal on your hand looking shiny and sleek.
It's acid.
Almost.
Well, what do you say, Trey?
That like shiny, sleek, and clean, or just like shiny and wet?
Shake it.
Shiny and wet. You would attribute this to be close. It's an oil, basically. It's an oily.
Oh,
It's an oily potion. It's a You've probably heard of this before. Um, Judging by that, you know it as a an oil slipperiness.
nice. I can do things with this. Just cap it up and stick it in my backpack, whatever.
All
I
right.
want to try.
Okay, I would like to purchase a ticket as well.
All right, both of you roll 3d100s. He kind of nods and he goes, "Shame, shame, shame" to you, Gurkle. Like, you can't be a winner every time, huh?
Hmm.
He's like, look. Here's what I'll do for you. Both of you, it's a shame you both didn't really get anything. Because he looks at you as well as Shekel and he goes, all right, look, I don't really care about the rules. I just make the money. If y'all want to buy another one, sure. What's my dad gonna do? Send me to the middle of nowhere and make me work in a small town?
Rad. I'm
I
ready
try
to
to cheer him up. Is there anything I can do to
I-
cheer him up?
I appreciate your generosity. Now I'll buy another ticket.
Hey, yeah. Both of you roll two D100s.
2 D100s, you said?
Yep. Shekel, you get back 2 gold pieces.
Ah,
And Gurkle,
no.
with the luck of the Irish, it's he reaches down and goes, it's another little glass bottle of something. Congrats. And he just kind of sits it on the desk.
Hmm.
Asriel, do you want to try?
Can I ask him what's in the bottle?
He's like, oh no, it's a potion of blue. Can't you see? It's color.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, you're not the smartest person in the world, but maybe it's not a potion of blue. You could do an arcana check if you want, or you could taste it.
Sure, I'll taste a
Boom.
little bit of it.
All right. So he hands you this green. It's greenish blue, but whatever. I went with it's a greenish blue liquid, and as you uncork it, it kind of has this sea salty smell, and has little things floating inside of it. As you kind of dab a little bit on your tongue, you kind of feel sorry about the sneeze. Sorry. You kind of feel like a little in your throat as the size of your throat kind of like ache, and you kind of like your breath catches for a second, like it's hard to breathe, and then and it goes back to normal.
Hmm.
Those
I think I know what it is.
Interesting.
Is he a fish now?
He's not a fish, but
He can breathe underwater.
Never cease to amaze, Gurgle.
Uh,
Azrael, are you sure you don't want to?
Boots pulls out
Do it
2
now.
gold
It's just gonna get
coins.
more expensive.
Boots pulls out 2 gold coins and places them on the counter.
sure, the more the merrier. He's like, I might actually be able to afford a nice meal tonight. He looks over and he goes, unlike you, unlucky, sir, unlucky.
Ah, well.
I'll be glad to take more of your money if you'd like to go again.
Sure.
Okay.
He takes 2 more gold coin. He
Is it,
bites one of them.
gold?
3D100, right?
Yeah, 3D 100. Yep. He nods. He goes, sorry, tough luck. And he looks at you again, Cameron. He goes, just not having a good day, are you?
You could say that.
Telling us. This guy's had it really hard.
He's like, well, if y'all need anything, I'll be right here. And remember, like always, come back and visit, and you could be like me, lousy rich. The 6th.
Oh, are you the youngest?
No. The youngest is the most loved. I'm the middle child.
Oh, that's why.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
If it makes you feel better, I'm the youngest and the oldest.
He kind of looks at you like that and just kind of like, he nods his head and he's like, that's pretty wise, man. And he just goes back and you just see a little tuft of smoke coming from behind the counter, and you're just like, what's he doing? All right. What do y'all want to do?
What do you want to do now that you've given up 2 gold?
I'd like to go to the Temple of Saloon.
Okay. All right. It's kind of let me clear the dice off my screen so I can actually see. It's this small little I say small, it's actually pretty big temple up here on this little hill, right outside the main city.
Cool. Does anyone come with Azrael or no? Y'all just hanging out? Lousy, Rich, the 6th?
I want to come with.
Awesome. Cool friends.
All right. Cool. Oh, thanks, guys. All right, so just the 2 of y'all.
Sure.
All right.
With?
Sure. I got nothing better to do right now.
Except be sad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Top on his priority list today.
It is.
Alright, I would like to talk to you.
All right. So yeah, as you get to the Temple of Saloon, it is the grounds themselves are actually bigger than the Temple of Thander in town, as far as the actual like buildings. Um, but it doesn't seem to be as populated right now. There's only seems to be like 2 or 3 people here. There's a priest, a priestess, and what seems to be a friar, who are talking in a corner of the church as you enter.
Okay, I would like to approach them, the priest in particular.
Sure. He notices you coming up, and he kind of finishes what he was saying to the priestess and the friar, and he turns towards you, and he notices your holy symbol, and he kind of goes, "Ah, my child, how do you do?"
Well, it could be better, but it could also be worse. If you
Hmm.
don't mind me asking, um, we've been through a lot. I was wondering if perhaps you may have seen this symbol around town. And he pulls out a couple of the daggers that do have the cultist symbol sigil on them.
He goes, let me see, and he kind of like looks at one closely, and he goes, "Well, yes, of course, I've seen them around. They come in and into town, and they help with people, and they typically visit most of the churches in town, uh, bringing food and stuff like that. Um, I would have never have I'm expected to see this mark on a weapon. They typically aren't armed when they come through, but I assume they must have guards of some sort. Where did you find this?
We were actually attacked twice by them on the road and at another town south of here.
I see. Uh, it's bad news indeed. Um, could it have been a mistake? I've never had any issue with these people before. Why would they have attacked you?
Do you have any of them staying in the church here?
No, about I'd say about 3.5, 4 days ago. They all kind of packed up and said that they had to get back up, and they headed north. I think they were heading towards Long Saddle, but they mentioned that they might head even further north. I know that they have a main area around Miramar.
And they weren't acting any different, using any type of magic.
I've never seen any of them use magic. No, typically they just come into town and help people. Most of the town folk have seen them. Uh, as far as acting strange, they did seem to leave in a bit of a hurry. I've never seen them all roll out at once, but I assumed there was some need for them up north, some disaster or something of the sorts, and they just had to roll out. Um, but if what you're telling me is true, then that's grave indeed.
I mean, we don't have many leads or anything yet, but we do think that they're up to no good.
They had entire control over a town. They had them almost like they were possessed.
Interesting. What were they looking to gain from that?
That's kind of what we're trying to figure out. They did have a ring that they were using that was pulsed with magic. Um, Not good.
Hmm.
Comrades is carrying it around with him.
I'm afraid I don't know too much of that. I don't know much of what they carried around or used, just of their deeds in town.
All right. Well, if they do stop back here, don't let them stay in town, and especially don't let them stay in the churches.
Let's see. We will have to keep an eye out then. I'm not sure the
Yeah, just
people, the townsfolk will take so easily to news like that. I'm not sure if they'll change their ways, but I do appreciate you giving us the warning. We'll definitely keep an eye out for most of our people aren't here right now. They were traveling to visit another sanctuary, so we do seem to be low on people. So I do appreciate it.
Of course.
be careful, because they built a secret tunnel underneath one of the churches.
Hmm. He kind of looks worried about that, and he goes, "Well, I hope they haven't built one here. I'm not sure how I would know.
We
I
found
suppose if they,
accident.
I suppose if they did, we'd probably be having some of those effects like the other town that you mentioned."
Yeah, maybe. Um, do you think that,
Or would you mind if we maybe took a look around in the church here just to make sure that everything's safe?
Of course, I would accept the help. Thank you very much. And he kind of nods at you and says, "May Saloon's eyes watch over you."
And also with you.
He kind of he kind of nods at you.
Catholic. All right. Well, did you guys want to, out of character, did you want to kind of look around, see if there's any
Yeah,
or anything?
I don't have detect magic or anything like that.
I don't really have anything that functions like that. But I can.
Yeah, I mean, as you
Normal
look
church.
around, you don't it does seem to be more of a simple church. There is an altar, as well as some pews, and there are some like designs on the windows and stuff like that. But there doesn't seem to be too much filigree on the walls or anything like that. But there is a center altar, with a tome sitting on top of it with some candles lit.
Can I do divine sense again, Caleb?
Are you there?
Yeah.
I don't think you came with us.
Oh, am I still outside? Oh,
You are
Hey,
not with us.
you're with Lousy Ridge last time
Yeah.
you mentioned it.
unfortunate.
And paladin. Is
Would I be able to cast detect magic?
Um, yeah, I mean you could if you'd like.
Yeah.
As you detect it, or as you cast it, you don't feel any of the presence of anything arcane around you. It feels like there's quietness in the air, a serenity that matches the fact that you're in a church, especially one that's as empty as it is.
All right. I think I'm gonna ask the priest too if there's anywhere in town that he would recommend us staying.
Okay. Well, certainly. There's the depends on how much you want to spend, of course. The Everwyvern House is expensive, but it is quite nice. From what I've heard, never been able to stay myself. Priests don't exactly make a lot. You could probably find the North Shield House as well. That one's also a decent, clean inn, much cleaner than some of the other ones.
All right. Much appreciated. Thank you.
Of course.
I think we should head back and meet up with the others to discuss law.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, so you'll head back to meet the others. All right. What
The
have
whole time, the whole time
everybody
they
y'all
were
been
doing,
doing? Yeah.
the whole time they were doing that, I approached. I'm going to go to the lord of the town, whoever the lord of the town is, and try to talk to the lord of the town.
Okay. I mean, there is a keep in the center of town.
I'll assume that's that, so I'll walk towards that while they're doing their lousy rich and everything else.
Okay. It is closer to the evening. Um, so as you approach, most of the doors are closed, and there are a couple guards standing outside. One of the main entrances to the gatehouse.
I'd like to speak to the lord of this town if possible.
Who would like to speak?
I'm coming from the Cygnus Solaris Guild. I'm seeking information and possibly a warning to the town keep about possible dangers that could be happening. According to I'm a part of a party that's researching or not researching, but investigating the disappearances along the roadway and what's been causing them. I'd like to exchange information with the Lord of the Keep.
Lord's busy. What information are you trying to seek?
I'd like to discuss that with the Lord.
Like I said
Not
before,
a
the
whole-
Lord is busy. The
Well,
Lord
may I
is
make an-
busy and
may
it
I
is
make
late.
An appointment. May I make an appointment?
You can come back in the morning and make an appointment if you'd like. Do I look like a bookkeeper to you?
You don't look like a Lord's, but you're speaking for the Lord.
I'm the Lord's guardsman, and I'm protecting him from annoying little prats like you.
Excuse my friend
Fine.
here.
You're not with me, Trey. You're not. You don't just suddenly figure out of pockets.
I have a loudspeaker built in.
You guys all went gambling and did other shit. I was going to this. Okay, fine. It's on your head. Turn around and walk off.
Okay.
I'll be sure to let the Lord know if anything bad happens that you were the reason why. Have a good night.
Have a good night, princess.
Have a good night, Neanderthal.
All
Keep
right.
on
Well,
walking.
people. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. What would other people like to do?
Oh, Boots does ask, Azrael, what were the that were available?
You cut out, Cameron. What'd you say?
I'm sorry, I asked Azrael what the again that the priest gave us as options.
Oh, the end.
Yeah.
One was fairly expensive, the other one was not so bad.
Okay. I think the not so bad one.
Yeah, I don't remember the name. But if we want to further our journey, shouldn't we keep going? Should we
It's-
rest or should we go?
We should probably rest for the night still. They still have a lead on us. So even if I mean, we shouldn't push ourselves.
We do at least have a lead on where their home base might be.
Yeah.
That is
Mm.
true.
Left in a hurry, so
I'm going to ask some just random guy walking down the street. Excuse me, good sir. Do you know of a decent inn?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Of course I know. Let's see. What was that place name? Tribor. We got good inns, man. We got good inns. Yeah. You probably want to look for uh House. I think it definitely has the last name of House. That's the good one, man. That's the good one. And
Where
then
does
they
house be?
he's like, "Oh, over there," and he kind of like points over his shoulder to a nice two-story little inn on the sign. It says North Shield House. He's like, "They've got an inn there," and he points to the tavern across the way, and he goes, "And this place right here is the Talking Troll. You could go get a drink." Just came there from myself, believe it or not.
And what's the house one called?
North Shield House. It's on a sign.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. And I toss him 10 copper.
You are a gentleman and a scholar, sir. And he just walks back into the. He was leaving for the night because he had ran out of money. Now he walks right back into the
back in. I figured
into the tavern.
I'm going to walk in the North Shield House Inn. Whatever.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right. Yeah. There's an older man behind the counter with some spectacles on, and he's looking through a lodging sheet. as you walk up.
I'd like to rent a room if possible.
Yes. How many?
Just one.
All right. See. Well, go ahead and say that's. And he kind of like pauses for a second, and he's like, 8 silver pieces.
Okay. Pay him.
Okay. He hands you a key. He's like, it's on the second floor. If you go up, last one on the left.
Okay. And where can I get some food and drink? Is it here or?
We've got great restaurants and taverns. Um, we've got the Pleasing Platter, which is pretty good. It's around the corner. Uh, it's pretty expensive, and of course the tavern across the way.
Okay.
Basically, they don't have food here.
Gotcha. Okay. I will go check the room first, then go back down and not put anything in the room. Just go check the room and then.
It's a pretty nice room. It's tidy. It's clean. Um, very unassuming from the front. Like you walk in and you're just like, oh, you know what? This room is actually kind of nice. It's quite comfortable. Got a nice little individual fireplace if you'd like to put some logs in the fire and kind of sit by the fire.
Boots, Azrael, and Shekel, have they met up again with?
Yeah,
The,
yeah.
Okay.
Y'all would have found it around this time.
Okay.
I look
Found
just look.
them.
I'm not going to the troll. It doesn't look. I don't want to associate with that guy that just came out of there. So I'm going to go look for another place. I'm going to look at the one that was mentioned, plus if there's any other taverns or restaurants or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one that was mentioned was the Pleasing Platter. It's a couple streets down, and it's a nice looking restaurant actually. Like it looks quite nice, and expensive.
Yeah. So I'm going to look for something not quite as expensive.
There's another tavern around the edge, around the corner. That looks a little bit better than the Talking Troll, um, called Tribor Arms, and it looks pretty nice. Actually, it looks rather new, comparatively. Um,
Yeah, I'll walk inside there.
okay, and you do so. What's everybody else doing?
Guess just kind of hanging out.
Is there anywhere y'all need to go? Shops, restaurant, tavern, and
Jackal, are you hungry?
Yes.
All right, let's go get food.
all right.
I guess I'll follow
Y'all
them.
have
Go get food.
okay.
That
Yay,
sounds
Gurgle.
pleasing.
Yay,
I
the whole
could eat.
All right, where are y'all gonna go?
Coincidentally, the same place where Linus is.
I was gonna say,
Hey,
so fancy.
the Tribor Arms. It's a nice little tavern. It's not as nice as the Pleasing Platter, but it is nice. Um, okay, so you're all in the tavern. As you walk in, there's a bar, there's some seats, there's a few people in there, about
Right.
4 or 5 people drinking and talking. Somebody was gonna say something.
I heard
I thought
Bill.
Bo
I
was
don't
about
know
to
what
say
he
something.
was. Yeah.
Yeah, it cut out for me.
I guess we'll come back to that. Anybody need to do anything?
So we're pretty much gonna, well, Azrael's pretty much going to just fill them in on what the priest told us and how the cultists kind of moved out very quickly. They've been here. He doesn't sense anything bad, but should still keep our eyes out.
Do you order food? Like, do they have like?
Yeah, you sit at a table and a wench comes and
Oh,
gets your order.
so sad.
So yeah, it's the 5 of you sitting in there. Um, uh, Linus is not in the room, of course. You don't see him as you enter. And she kind of walks over and she goes, "All right. And what can I get you, my dears?"
I'll take a stew.
Okay, so you got a stew when you were in there.
Yeah.
What do you recommend?
This your order was from before, yeah. So
Yeah. Okay.
for what you bought, Bo, that's 3 silver pieces and 4 copper pieces.
Okay.
All right, and she's talking to y'all now. Sorry, the main group, the 5 people. And what would you like to eat? We've got a nice stew. We've got some fresh fruit, some cheese, some bread that we baked yesterday. And we have a couple chickens out back. I could go and prepare one for you if you'd like. What are you in the mood for?
Chicken.
Fruit.
Chicken.
All right.
The more meat, the better.
I'll have a stew.
Gurkle need chicken for all the extra protein. Get big and strong.
Me too.
She looks at Gurkle and goes, yeah, you do need to get a little bit more meat on your bones, honey.
Agreed.
Just called you thin.
For each of y'all, that'll be.
I just love the image of this woman telling like almost a 7-foot, like ripped out of his mind Goliath that he needs more meat on his bones.
She likes the dad bod.
For everybody, that's 4 copper pieces for your drink, and for your meal, that'll be 3 silver pieces. Nick, you're 5 silver pieces.
Okay, so that was 3 copper and how many silver? 5 for me.
4 copper and 5 silver for you, Nick.
Okay,
4 copper.
Botticelli's
copper and
pulls
5
out
silver.
4 gold pieces and just puts those on the or pays for everybody's meal.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
Well, look at you. Aren't you great friends? And she takes the gold and walks back to the kitchen. After a while, she kind of walks out and walks to a corner and goes, "Huh. Well, that's weird. Someone ordered this stew and they left. Well,
Nope, I
oh
didn't.
well."
Just leave it on the table. It says in
She's-
embodied voice.
She just starts. She goes, okay, and like 10 feet away from you, Bo just like drops it on a random table because she doesn't know where you're at. She just like
Okay.
backs up and goes to the kitchen. And about 10 minutes later, she comes out with y'all's food and she gives everybody what they ordered. And for Nick, because she's so worried about him, she got him an extra helping of chicken. That's why his was more expensive.
He gets a whole chicken.
Two.
Yeah, whole chicken to himself.
Thick.
Nice.
Thicken.
And yeah, as you eat and drink, you definitely notice there's a spoon and drink moving throughout the air across the tavern by themselves. Other than that, the food's quite good. It's surprisingly decent food for how cheap it was.
Is that spoon floating around?
It's not the most shocking thing I've seen in the past couple days, though.
You're right.
That woman must be coming back and haunting us.
We better go check that grave.
Wait, you think that could be true?
I don't know.
Botticellis, if you ever want to talk about what happened, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, we're all your friend.
I just felt like I was a failure. I can't put a body to rest by igniting it with flames. I don't know what I'm so new to it.
I mean, we buried it.
Yes.
The body didn't like being on fire, so it didn't burn.
You hear gently in the wind, "I'm so tired. Let me.
Ah!
Oh my god!
The voice sounds a little different, but you hear it.
She's not.
What a challenge. We should room together. I don't want to be alone. Burned her. I buried her. Let's just.
You know what? I don't think we should be anywhere near Kane right now. I think, he was
Safety in numbers.
he's probably cursed at this point, and we're just putting ourselves at risk. No offense.
You can sit on my shell while I sleep.
Sounds good.
Maybe Shekel wanted to do that.
What?
Oh.
Is there room?
Oh. Oh.
Can we all just
Okay.
sit on your show?
I don't. There's probably enough space. It's fairly. It's a fairly thick shell.
We're scared, Boots. We're all scared.
You're completely not a failure.
Across the in your ear, Cameron, you hear. Booty chalice, I'm too hot to rest. Why won't you let me rest?
Oh my god!
Again, the voice sounds oddly different than what you heard from the woman saying, but you did hear it. Everyone heard it, and in fact,
She knows your name.
these aren't jokes. These aren't jokes. You're actually hearing this.
Okay.
Hmm.
I pray to Lathander for forgiveness for my failure.
You know what's a little sus? I don't think you told that lady your name.
Oh,
That's accurate. That is an accurate statement.
how does
That
she?
that is indeed, Cameron, a thing that happened. Yeah.
But we all discussed what his name was over the thing. So
Is that out of character?
That's
Bo?
out of character, yeah. That's
I don't
out of
think
character. That was all
you
done.
can't hear you can't hear this conversation, can you?
Oh, I believe I could.
Maybe, but would you be able to say that? You have to say that out
Out
loud.
of character, yeah, I can't say that.
I'm not sure the term booty cellist ever came up, but
I don't think
Maybe-
Booty Cellist did.
No, because we all call him Bootylicious, so
Or Bubblicious.
or
you,
Bubble.
you definitely notice the barmaid is eyeing the table in the corner that is still eating its stew, or there's a bowl with a spoon moving up in the air and a drink going up and down.
What if she's? What if What if she just knows?
The as you say this out loud, the stew starts getting eaten faster and faster and faster.
Kane, you're the one that started this. I think you need to go end that ghost.
Go confront the ghost.
You need to break it off.
I agree.
I will confront the dead, tired lady.
She
All
was
right.
dead tired. Oh my god, she was dead tired.
Oh my god, we figured it out.
Confront the ghost. Tell her off.
Take a Benadryl. Go to sleep.
Are you just screaming this? You're just screaming this over where the bowl is.
What is a Benadryl?
Ye old Benadryl.
Ugh.
The stew is just getting eaten. The spoon is going into the stew and then raising up to about face level and disappearing off the spoon.
Steal her food. She won't be tired if she ain't hungry. That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, if the ghost didn't pay for it, she shouldn't eat it, right?
What if we're all imagining this? Hey, Kane, you want to throw a weapon over there?
I cast fairy fire over there.
We doing fantasy? dra-
Oh, interesting. On to just in the general area
Yeah.
where you see the person. Yeah, you
Where-
see you do see an outline of a person forming in the fairy fire.
Kane, I will punch you so hard if she just appears over there.
Can I do divine sense, Caleb?
Dude.
Yeah.
You see an outline of a thing, a person, who's
Well, yeah,
clearly.
that's to figure out if it's good or evil.
Oh,
Someone throw powder on it.
You
Good or evil. I don't think you thought about
so
good or
when
evil
you
before.
when you use divine sense, you don't sense. Let's see. Let me see real quick. I mean,
Making him work for it, fellas.
Yeah, you're really getting him on the book today, Kane.
This is gonna
As an
suck.
action, you can detect good and evil.
Do
give me a second. I have to look up something. You detect not good or evil. There's a neutralness to what you're detecting.
Well, are you detecting anything?
Is
I
there
mean, there's the
something?
person. There's a fairy fire person right in front of him, so his eyes are detecting this person.
I'm gonna walk over to the fairy fire person. I'm gonna stick my hand out, see if I can touch him.
As you go to get up and touch him, the fairy fire person starts to get up and starts to walk. Your
Get him.
your hand does touch the person. You're touching a person.
I grapple.
Kane.
Grapple.
I just throw my entire body weight at the thing and I just grab it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh. Damn it, Kane, get off me!
Oh, that sounds
Wait
familiar.
a minute.
I end the spell.
Sounds like an angry wizard.
Now visible but still outlined in fire, fairy fire, appears inside of your bear hug, Kane.
I never knew you loved me this much, Kane.
Yeah, I didn't know you guys were this
I
close.
pick him up in my arms. So I have like an arm underneath his knees and an arm behind his shoulders. And I look at him and I just drop him on the floor.
No,
I-
Princess Linus.
I dispel fairy fire, Susan.
No. Was the voice Linus's voice?
I don't believe it was my voice, but it might have been.
I dumped my soup on Linus's head.
Okay.
That's odd.
You don't mess with my emotions.
But you
like
have
that.
to go back. You have to go back to your table to grab your soup, and I can get up and walk out before you dump it on my head.
I am
I don't
one.
know. Who's faster?
You wanna
Dexterity
race?
check.
It's called me invisibility again, and see ya. Wow.
The barmaid walks over to you, Trey, and wraps your hand with her. She goes, "Don't you go wasting any good food. You sit down and finish your meal, sir."
Fine. I have
Yeah.
to feed the ferret anyway.
he's like, you're like, I don't even need to eat anyway. Whatever.
Man, that was so fun.
Don't worry.
I've been messaging Caleb the whole entire time about this, just to screw with you guys.
So, is the encounter with the now burnt jerky lady, is that gone now?
Who said anything about it being? Who said it was an encounter in the first place? You never
Well,
rolled
not-
initiative. You never
You
know,
may-
Trey.
You may still be cursed. You haven't slept on it.
One with the dead body, I'm gonna be very mad at you.
All right.
What if
So
you
what are y'all
wake up
doing?
next to her?
Finish our food.
Yeah, well, after you finish your food, of course. You're not
Oh.
Yeah,
savages.
but he's gonna sit on top of
We're gonna go to the cheap
shell all
lodging
night.
or cheaper lodging location that we were.
All right.
Everyone's gonna try and balance on Budicellis.
Yeah, the
Apparently,
cheaper lodging
shit.
would be the North Shield house. Is the one that you were
that's
told
where
about.
we head then.
All right. So you walk in, and there's an older man behind the counter. Ooh, he's looking at a book and smoking a pipe.
Nice pipe.
I thank you. I've had it in my family for generations. He's like,
That
how
must-
may I help you?
We're looking for rooms for the night.
Why, of course. Why else would you come visit an inn? He laughs a little bit too much at it's not even a funny joke. He goes, oh, how many rooms do you need?
How many rooms do we need?
2 big ones.
2 big ones.
All right. That's gonna be. I'll give you a deal since it's a group rate. How about 12 silver pieces for both of them?
All right, who's coughing it up?
Considering I might be cursed, I'm gonna pass on paying for it.
A gold is 10 silver, yeah.
Uh,
Yes.
Yes.
I'm pretty
Alright.
sure, yeah.
I paid it.
Oh, see, he took us out to dinner and paid for our room. I think he's dating all of us.
He smiles and hands you the keys to 2 different rooms.
I give one of the keys to Shekel.
All right. Who's sleeping with who? And what rooms?
I'm in the same room as Kane because he's sleeping on my shelf, or he's sitting on my shelf.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would also
sitting
like
in a
to s-
lotus
to
on a shelf.
to sleep on the shell.
I don't think you want to sleep on
the
the shelf.
3 biggest guys.
Y'all are using him like a pillow. I like it.
Oh my god! If you could see what the
Just-
shell is shaped like, that is.
Just think of it this way: if the haunted woman comes back,
Yeah.
you'll be perfectly safe.
Yeah, Gurkle will be there to solve all your problems.
Exactly.
Gurgle,
They're all gonna cuddle into one room. I
visible
can have
with
this room by myself.
and Maddie and Azrael.
Poor Azrael.
You're right. I guess I'll go sleep outside. Thank you.
I'm sorry, you don't want to cuddle them? The 3 of them?
I thought you wanted to cuddle on the shell.
No. I'm good.
Someone said 2 rooms. We could have just as easily had 1 room. 3
Well, if
on
everyone
my
was
shell.
gonna cuddle
Apparently,
on the turtle.
I didn't know
I
everybody
guess
was
it's
going to get on top
funny.
of my shell. I don't know if it's that big. Surprised I can get 2 people on
It's
there.
big enough
normally.
for it's big enough for them to lay their heads on and share like they're like cuddling over they're cuddling each other on top of your shelf.
Mm.
All right, I guess I can share.
Are you sure?
All right.
I mean, I'm
So
not gonna twist your arm over it. I'll sleep outside, I guess.
This just reminds
so
Gurkle of
Shekel
the rocks
and
that he used as a pillow.
Azrael are in the
Yeah.
one room, and then okay, cool. All right, so everybody's going to sleep for the night, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the 3 biggest guys are cuddling in the other room.
they definitely are.
I locked my door once I got on the inside, and so that way, just not shutting the
Okay.
door, I actually lock it. So
Okay. All right, so a few hours pass. Everybody's,
cast
Sleep.
alarm again. It's not for
okay.
myself.
That's fine. Everybody, goes to sleep, and after a few hours, obviously Trey, you're not asleep, so I assume you're just leaning against a boot's shell.
I'm in low power sentry mode right now.
Okay. And it's a dark, moonless night almost. It's very dark. The only little bit of light is from the stars and some torches outside. Yes, definitely for that. After about 3 hours of sleeping, and you resting in sentries mode, Trey, you happen to see a weird shadow in the corner. Just a shadow of a figure just in the corner. Uh, Kieran, you kind of feel the sense too, and it wakes you up from your sleep, make you out like a light. But
Okay.
Boots, you get this weird feeling, this sense that something's wrong. This cold chill down your uh, turtle spine.
I'm cold blooded, so I don't get.
Yeah. I was like, can you
Warm
feel it?
chill on your shell.
You get a
It
warm
feels like
chill
chill
down your-
touch.
It feels
Yeah.
like one of them peed on you.
Oh, great.
What?
Damn it, Kane! You need
My
to
favorite-
fix that oil leak.
That would be warm and awkward.
Oh my god. I love it.
All right. So there's a presence in the room, Caleb.
There is a figure that both you and Cameron can see in the corner. A dark figure huddled on the in the corner. and as the light flickers from the torches and the lit fireplace, you see light kind of bounce across, and you see a smoldering remains of a woman's body holding a chest, and her head slightly crooked to the side, and a gaping grin forms on her face. And then the fire goes out, and then it comes back on, and the figure's gone.
You see, I was hoping to interrupt you so I could just do a flying tackle, but obviously that's not what you wanted me to do.
You wouldn't have had time.
I wanted to
All
tackle
let
that
nope
thing.
in that room.
But yes, that is what happens in the middle of the night. The rest of the night goes uneventful for everyone. Nick, you got the best sleep of your life, man. You feel good about
Awesome.
yourself.
Awesome.
On the spikes.
Awesome. That's what a whole chicken would do to you.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Going to sleep with a full
Chicken.
stomach.
I should have
Had
had
a
the whole
nice,
chicken.
restful night.
See? Regrets.
See, now who's the stupid one?
All of us, because we have low intelligence.
Question for the DM. That wouldn't. Wait, yeah, no, that wouldn't trip off Linus's spell, would it?
Oh no, they're
Okay.
they're far. Yeah. I'm also answering your other question. Yeah. All right. So yeah, you wake up and assuming that you both went back to sleep, Cameron and correct?
Yeah, reluctantly.
Reluctantly.
I
Um,
did
everything else was uneventful, and you were good. You were Gucci. So it's morning time now.
Welp. Good morning, everyone. How'd you all sleep?
Yes, slept. I did that. Slept well. Yeah, that's the
What
thing I
about-
did.
I slept like a
woman was
baby.
Chicken does you good, huh?
Oh, it worked wonders.
Well,
You good, Boots?
taking
Yeah,
good
yeah,
care
definitely
so
good.
well?
Definitely good. It was great sleep. Nothing weird.
I want
I
Is he-
kind
to.
of
I
leaned
want to
on-
know if he's deceiving me.
How was the cuddle party?
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you'll probably have to either roll deception or performance, Cameron. Maybe persuasion if you'd like.
Insight check?
Don't make me do perception. I won't roll well.
No, this is for Boots, the CP.
Well,
You can have
Y'all
both
don't know
roll.
what happened, but Boots doesn't want to talk about it. But like Boots seems upset.
What
I'll
did
talk
the
about
three
it.
of you do in there?
What happened?
I will talk about it.
Were you all cuddling too hard or what?
Caleb, what was the chick's name again? Nia? Something like
Nia.
that?
That
Nia?
seems like something you should have remembered.
Naya.
I think the cursed person should make sure they remember the name of the cursed thief.
I was gonna say the woman was here last night.
The woman?
Box and everything.
Whoa, no way.
Oh.
And my eye works fine, and Botticelli saw her as well. Didn't you, my little turtle friend?
I didn't see nothing.
He saw something. That's what he said.
Roll the one, so
Minus.
He didn't
What?
see nothing. He sure did not see nothing.
Which means he saw something. Are you guys sure it wasn't Linus?
Linus, what makes you think it's him?
I would have smelled fried chicken.
How did you know? That's actually what I had for dinner today.
What was the soup?
Cameron's
No,
still
you had
trying to
stew.
deceive people. Cameron's still trying to deceive people, but not working out for you, Cameron. Oh my gosh. Let's see, Boots. What game is Boots? Boots just really doesn't want to talk about it. Like he's just like, he's like, gosh, mom, I don't want to talk about it.
Can I use intimidation to get him to talk?
Uh, huh. Huh. How does an intimidation roll work against another player?
I don't know.
He's fear mongering.
I kind of go over. I give Botticellis a hug,
Bring
and
I just ignore all of them, walk downstairs to get some
kinda get
food
I'd be
and
like,
get some
"Could be
breakfast,
you could be the cursed one.
and then I'm gonna go try to talk to the lord of the town.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
He's got better
Yeah,
things
I was
to
gonna
deal
say
with
you
some
can
cursed
you can
guy.
try and intimidate Boots, but you don't have to roll for that.
You're just gonna
In
have
fact,
to bully
in fact, we'll probably Cameron, your deception check isn't really
Nope, it's not working.
You're an honest turtle."
I did like you didn't technically have to roll for it, but
roll.
I suppose but yeah, you don't have to you don't have to roll for that. Say
Okay.
you can leave that to role playing against another PC.
Verbally
yeah.
intimidate him.
Then do it. Yeah, say what are you saying? You gotta say the words.
Rip him apart.
No, I meant like you have to say what you're saying to him.
Oh yeah, no, I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
Boots, if you really care about us, you would tell us everything, right?
Wow.
Hey,
Oh shit!
she was in the corner of the room last night. I don't know why.
You smiled at me.
Tried to lay her to rest, and she just comes up and terrifies me in the middle of the night.
I mean, you're not the one that burned her and tried to cut her into pieces. I'm pretty sure she's not mad at you. You tried
No,
to
I'm definitely the one that burned her.
Wonder.
You know, I'm just saying, the both of you were in the room. I wonder which one's actually cursed.
I'm the cursed one.
Both of them are.
Maybe you two should separate.
Did you guys both touch the chest?
They did.
Never touched the chest.
Ooh.
Not me physically touched the chest. I touched her, but not the chest.
Okay, you touched her, and
Her corpse, yeah.
and what's his face? Of course, touched her when he was trying to cut her apart.
Aren't you trying to talk to the lord of the town? What's going on with you?
Oh, that's right. I said I went down. You're right. I said I went downstairs to get past you guys to go get something.
I'm gonna go with Linus this time. Maybe someone with higher charisma can convince the door guard to.
Good luck. He already fucking had a great time with the guard left.
I want to go.
All right. So
Every
a
time
group
I
of
say
people.
Linus,
Who's all going to the Lord Protector's place?
Kane.
Other than Linus and Kane and Jekyll.
Jekyll.
Sure, I'll go with him.
Azrael and Cameron, what are y'all doing?
His name is Boots.
Azrael and Cameron.
Azrael and Cameron.
I'm gonna have every name except the one I started with.
He's playing himself.
Sorry, Booty Chalice.
Oh my god. Yes.
Hello.
Delicious.
Yeah, I guess I'm going with them.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Okay, so botulism is with us.
Wait, what
Okay,
did you
good.
say, Azrael? I didn't hear what Azrael.
I don't know. I thought we were gonna bond, but okay.
Oh, we can bond? I didn't
No,
hear what you said.
it's fine.
I didn't hear what you
It's fine. Go
said.
ahead. Go with them. I understand. I
I
was
won't
told to
believe it.
sleep outside last night.
I didn't tell you to sleep outside.
Cameron, and then you get all persnickety with our friends.
I see
Oh,
Azrael. I see Azrael staying by himself, so I'm gonna stay with that.
Botulism. Let's go talk to the
Oh
Lord to keep.
my
Did
god!
you just call him botulism?
You are 3 steps away from getting punched by Boots.
Again?
No, I slapped you. I open palmed you last time.
Let's go, badonkadonk.
Oh my god.
Is Maddie still here? It looks like she dropped from the call.
Oh, Maddie listens through mine, so it just.
Okay, that's fine.
Aw, that's cute.
Trey.
Well, it's better than going back and forth and like muting and unmuting and muting.
Yeah.
The same room, so it's like
Yeah.
there's a cat in here.
Meow.
All right, so the people are going to Lord Protector. As you walk up, it looks like it's he's got a couple guards standing out in front of the gatehouse. Different guards, both than the ones that came last time that you saw last time. And the doors are shut, but they're still standing there.
We'd like to see if we get a meeting with the Lord Protector.
He kind of eyes you and goes, "Huh." He looks over at the other guy, and he's like, he goes, "Hey, you think this is you think this is that guy Earth was talking about?" And the other guy goes, "Yep." He goes, "What do you want to talk to the Lord Protector about?"
Bandits on the roads that could be harming the town of Tribor.
There's some strange goings on lately, and we want to talk to someone about it.
Okay. Well, I can send a message in. I know the Lord's schedule's pretty full right now. He kind of like looks over at his friend and winks, and he goes, like, oh, we could probably fit you in the next 4 or 5 days. Yeah."
Oh, I don't recommend that.
Yeah, I would really not recommend that at all.
Well, the Lord Protector is a busy man.
He'd be less busy if the town was gone.
Apparently too busy to care for his own townspeople.
I don't think people who randomly just walked up in the town should be insulting the Lord Protector.
Oh
when
no,
you
we're
don't
not
know what
insulting
he's
the Lord
done.
Protector. We're insulting the Lord Protector's inept troops. You.
Oh,
No,
indeed.
no.
Well, certainly I am inept. I must have misplaced your request for an audience. I am certainly inept.
Boy, that guy sure has an attitude. No, what I was saying was I'm concerned about the health of the town, and I don't want to be gone before being able to talk to him, please.
Now that is a good reason. Would you like to talk to the Lord Protector?
Yes, I would. Can I bring my friend? One friend.
One
No.
friend. All right. I was joking with you about the 4 to 5 days, but he really is busy. The earliest he can see you is tomorrow. He kind of takes open a little scroll and he looks on it and he goes, I wish I could help you more, but he's actually not even in town. He doesn't get back till tomorrow. But we're supposed to say he's here, so."
Oh. Are we staying in town?
Who are you asking that?
Ow.
My compatriots.
Padres.
I think we are.
Can we stay for one day?
If we do, I suggest we sleep in the temple or something close by it. The closer we are to hallowed ground, the further we'll be from undesirable encounters with apparitions.
Kane, are you scared?
No, the next time this ghost shows up, I want to kill it. So, not scared. I'm angry.
Sure, can I put in for
Okay.
an audience?
Certainly. He marks down on a piece of paper, and he goes, "Yeah, all of you could come in and talk to him. Though I would recommend your wizard friend over here learn a little bit of manners."
I could say the same about your night crew.
Stop it.
What do they mean?
Making this tougher on all of us.
Well, I'm glad some of you have a good head on your shoulders, and the guards kind of go back to their conversation.
Well, what do you guys want to do?
Gambling?
Well,
a night
wait,
on the town.
the cleric
Oh,
talked.
oh. Speaking of, I have information about the box.
Well, not the box, but didn't they say that cultists were using like footpaths around the city?
Yeah?
Maybe we could go try checking out some of those footpaths. We'd be back before dark.
You mean the regular walking paths that people use throughout the city?
I thought it was around the outside of the city.
Those
mean, it's
morons
still-
on the gate probably don't even know what the pointy end is for. Let's move.
Hey guys, I was told to be really suspicious about the box and the corpse lady.
I mean, we're all suspicious at this point.
Yeah, but I was told directly by someone I trust a lot.
Was it Sky Daddy?
He's not in the sky.
That's my name for Caleb, is Sky Daddy.
He walks among us, thank you. Anyway.
Oh, my cat's here. Hi, cat.
Azrael and I are. I'm gonna mention to Azrael that I want to pray at the Temple of
You wanna-
Lathander.
Okay.
Okay.
Back to church.
Yeah, I know. Every time I leave, it keeps bringing me back.
Gotta pray his sins away.
Pray the sins away.
I'm getting
Yeah.
too old for this sin.
Damn.
Kane, and why don't you come with me while they
2
go
days
on
from
the
consecration.
All right, Linus, lead the way.
I need some muscle. We're gonna go to looks for dive bars and try to get some information there.
Let's bring Gurkle along. He's
Okay.
thick.
Gurkle is thick
Mm,
in more
You
ways
guys
than
are
one.
just gonna leave Shekel out like that?
you got that right.
That's okay. Shekel's gonna go to a bar by herself.
So Jekyll's going to a bar.
We are
Azrael
we are
and
looking for dives.
yes, there are plenty of them. But first, for Cameron and Maddie for
Cameron.
Azrael. I said both their real names. I was just saying their
I was
names.
waiting.
For Cameron and Azrael.
Wait!
Bootylicious and Maddie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So for Butticelli and Azrael, as you walk to the
Heard him to say.
as you're walking to the church, you pass by a general shop, and as you pass by this general shop, a man, not middle aged, walks out, and he goes, "That's it, I'm done. No more. I'm done. No, fuck this shit. I'm out." And he looks at you and he goes, "You," and he throws the keys at you, Cameron, and they hit you on the shell and they fall to the ground. He goes, "It's your shop now. I don't care. I don't care. I'm done." And he just walks off.
Oh,
Oh.
I pick up the keys to the shop.
Mhm.
And is there a sign above the shop?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a general goods shop. It's
Fantasy Walmart.
it's Walmart. I like that. We're gonna
It's the dollar store.
Ugh, that's worse.
we're gonna call it. Wait, let me see what the I gotta look at the name of the currency in tribal war is.
Stupid. So stupid.
There we go. Yeah, at the top, Cameron, it says it says copper nibs tree.
Copper nibs tree.
They call them nibs. Nibs. It's a
Dollar
nib.
Tree.
Nib tree.
yeah.
Nib tree. Yeah.
Oh my
That's
god.
awesome.
So yeah. That's what you say.
Okay. Is he gone? Like, did he just like?
Yeah, no, he just threw the keys at you, told you it's yours now. He doesn't care, and he left.
Okay, I'm gonna go look inside the shop.
Yeah, as you enter, it's a little general goods store. It's got some cheap versions of something in there, like like cheaply made like clothes and traveling gear, like rope and stuff like that. And most of the stuff that you can find at like a general goods store. And yeah, and there's a counter. There's no one else in the shop.
Is there? Can I discern a reason why he would have left the store from looking around?
Yeah, the back door's open. It looks like you probably just got in a fight with someone, and the other person stormed off the other way.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go look out the back door to see if I can.
Yeah, there's a person smoking on the back porch.
Okay. I just got thrown these keys and told this is my store now. Uh, do you know who that was?
Yeah, that was Godrin, the owner. I guess previous owner. He puts his hand out. He goes, "The name's Shaw. I guess I'm your employee. Please don't fire me. I really need the money."
No problem, Shaw. I don't plan on firing you because I don't even know why did he storm off.
Ah, see now that's a that's a good question. That's a good story. You see, the thing about Godrin that you got to realize, he had a dream. His dream was not owning a nib store. So let's put it this: he's chasing his dream somewhere else right now. Something about wanting to paint statues or something. I don't know.
Okay. What's your dream, Shaw?
Uh oh, probably working here and getting high. And you're like, oh, maybe what he's smoking isn't tobacco.
Gotcha. He's on the wacky tobacco. Is that what you said? Nice. Oh my God, I don't know what the hell to do. Is Azrael still with me, or am I just in here by?
I would assume.
I mean, I'm
Or
there, yeah.
I look at Azrael and I'm like, I like shrug my shoulders. I'm like, what?
I don't know. Maybe this is good karma for burning someone.
Ooh.
I kind of roll my eyes at her, like I know he's serious, but at the same time, like also it feels somewhat sarcastically painful.
Oh no, he means it in the best of ways.
Mm. Oh, jeez.
So, is this your dream, Botticelli?
I,
Wanna
I,
wanna shop?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Hmm.
So, boss, what do you want me to do?
Well, finish your break and then get back to work.
Sounds good. Sounds good. He kind of hands you a couple of books and a piece of paper and a scroll and stuff. And he's like, "All right, here's all the information from the safe, all the pricing and the items and inventory. Basically, look, we'll make this easy. You let me work here and get high. I'll take care of most of it for you. Just tell me what you want me to sell."
Okay.
I'd say the owner was nice enough to leave you some money in the. And he like spaces out and starts staring. And he takes a drag of his wacky tobacco, and he goes, the cash register. He took most of it, but we do have some stuff to order inventory with. After all, this is the copper store. It's a copper nib store. Yeah, it's stuff's not exactly expensive.
Gotcha. I start to look over the inventory order.
All right, cool. Yeah, while you're
Did
doing
I
that,
just,
He just works there now.
did Boots just become a clerk? What the? I'm just so confused. Okay. So yeah.
all right. So while you're doing that, cut away real quick while
Yeah,
and
please.
and now we're back in with the other people going into the bar. To the one of the dive bars.
Actually, it's 10:30. I gotta end it, and I gotta get up early tomorrow. So
Actually, yeah, that is a good time probably to cut it anyway. I got 1 hour of sleep.
That's a good